bad this is.
Okay, well, Vicas's mic's working. Ryan, talk real quick.
Yo.
All right, sweet. I think
That
we're good.
was really
Cool.
awkward.
My yo?
What, the yo or what you did?
No, it's like, oh. Well, because I just sounded like I just orgasmed.
And on that note, welcome to episode 7 of the Nerd.get podcast. And I would like to... Well, actually, no, I edited it. Last week I said episode 7, but last week's the one that's coming out tomorrow
Oh, okay.
is episode 6.
Oh, okay.
And I said 7 like an idiot, but I edited that out. Anyways, shit, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so we did that time thing last week where we guess. So it ended up being 2:30.
Ooh.
2:30 on the dose?
Yeah. So Ryan got it.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yay. What do I win?
You don't win anything.
Oh.
You got bragging rights. That's about
Okay. All right. I'll take
it.
that.
Yeah. Well, this week
Barely
we're gonna
that.
So this week we're gonna talk about a bunch of car stuff, which we just got back from Cars and Coffee.
Yeah. Let's
Yes.
go.
So I got there a little later, but you guys got there pretty on time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So what all?
Fine on time.
Yeah.
Well, you got there earlier than I didn't get there till like 2 hours later.
Yeah. I got there 15 minutes before because it's supposed to be from 8 to 11.
Dang, you got there at 7:45?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
And yeah, Vicas, you got there about 8:45.
Oh, that's not
Yeah.
too bad.
Yeah. So yeah, everything was still out. I mean, there's a couple of cars that kind of already left.
Yeah.
So they should really just make it from like 7 to 10, because that's really like when everyone gets there. Is from 7 and then everyone
Yeah.
starts leaving at 10. But whatever.
Yeah, it's
Well,
true.
most of them left even before 9, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think you said there were several Skylines there, and
Mhm.
some of them were already gone.
Yeah, we saw the R32, the
Yeah.
black R32 that was there.
Well, before you got there was another one.
Okay.
There was a 4-door.
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
That Lancia was there, and that was gone by the time Vicas came.
Yeah.
So
But, I mean, they still had a lot of cars.
Yeah.
I mean, there's several people that showed up, like, at 10.
Mhm. Yeah, there are people pulling in at 10 o'clock.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm so upset the P1 wasn't there. The P1 was there twice in a row.
Yeah, and it wasn't there this week.
Right.
There's several McLarens there, but no P1.
Yeah.
There's like a
was
570S.
Yes, there's 570. There was two 720.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there was a different one because so last month there was the red and black one, which was there, and then
Yeah.
there was a dark blue one, and now there was that red one, and there was like a lighter like cyan blue color kind of a,
Okay.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That was so. There's 3 720s that I've seen in
There's
Oklahoma City now.
There's at least 5 McLarens there.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
total.
They're,
Yeah.
weren't they all
Two to
parked next to each other?
575. Well, kind of.
No,
Yeah,
they're in the
there's-
same
There's
area.
a few
Okay.
that were kind of.
I know like 2 or 3 of them parked next to each
Yeah.
other.
And then
So the-
there's a lot of Lambos.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was 3 Huracans.
Yeah.
There was the LP 640, if I'm saying that right. And then there was that satin black one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then there was the Performante, that lime green with the black,
Yeah.
which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were all still there when I got there, I think.
Yeah.
Most of them, yeah, some of them left. Like the
I-
R8 had left, I think, by the time you got there.
Yeah, I know I saw some pulling up. Like, it wasn't on the area where we were at, but like, I guess further, was that north? In the lot, there's some old, like, 50s cars
Yeah.
parked up there.
Yeah. And then the Ford GT was there.
Yeah, the GT.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
had
missed the
already
GT.
gone.
Yeah. Was it the new one or the, like,
The new one.
The new one.
Yeah.
Damn.
There usually is an old one too.
Okay.
There's a red and white, like the 05, 2005, not like the 60s.
Yeah.
No. Like
but-
the one Jeremy drove.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's 2 Ferraris, 2 488s, GTBs.
Wow.
With Jeremy being Clarkson.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah, we don't
Just
know
random-
anyone.
Yeah, we don't
Random
know
eyes.
anyone named
Yeah.
Jeremy. Yeah.
random Jeremy.
Yeah, if we knew a Jeremy with the GT40, he'd be on this podcast right now.
Yeah,
Yes.
100%.
100%.
Yeah, I would not be sitting here
Oof.
with my camera ass, but it's okay.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone starts somewhere.
I'm a little going backwards a little bit, but it's okay.
I can just keep buying project cars and not finishing them.
There you go. That's the way.
Yeah, because how many cars do you?
Right now, I
Yeah.
have 4.
Okay. What ones do you have?
I have 2. Okay, I have an 86 Corolla and 87 Corolla. Well, they're both.
They're both 8.6 chassis.
Yeah, AE86. One's carbureted. The 87 is carbureted, and that one's a coupe. And the 86 is a hatchback. And I have the 95 240, and I have a 99 G20. G20 runs, drives, everything.
Yeah.
And everything works on it. And the 240 I got started again. It just run like shit right now.
Yeah.
but I think it's starting to come back a little bit.
Yeah, I rode it for. Well, he drove it for the first time in 6 years,
Yeah,
like
Wow.
a few weeks ago. Then I
Yeah,
rode in it
that's
last
awesome.
week for the first
Ye-
time in 6 years.
yeah. It's I think the only thing you need to do is just service the transmission,
Yeah.
cause
Yeah, it shifts a little.
well I have an automatic,
Yeah.
unfortunately, and yeah, that just needs servicing. I think that's the only thing that's being messed up on it, cause it's either that or spark plugs.
Yeah.
So
Something.
yeah, the 86, the hatchback is spewing oil
Oh yeah.
from the valve cover.
Yeah. So it was when we were. I think we were still working on 240 at the time, right?
Yeah.
Like we were done working on the 240 for the day, and our friend Thomas was there, and Vikas was like, "Hey, you want to go for a ride in the 86 so I can figure out?" Because it was smoking.
Oh my gosh.
The last time
Yeah.
he drove, it was smoking, right?
Yeah.
Because he called me, but he called me when it happened, and then they're like, "Okay, let's go for a ride, whatever, and see like when it starts smoking." So we get in the car. All three of us get in there, and I'm in the back. Thomas is in the front passenger, and Vikas is driving. So we go down, and we're at Council and I-40. So we go on I-40 going west
Okay.
from Council, and then Vikas just guns it. Is that over what
As I
4,000
do.
RPM?
Yeah, it was above 4,000.
Yeah, yeah. As soon as he goes over 4,000 RPM, the entire car just fills with smoke.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And like me and Thomas are like laughing and like coughing. Vikas is just sitting there unfazed. He's like whatever. This is just regular shit.
Yeah.
He's just driving unfazed, and like the whole car is filled with smoke. Like the windows were open, obviously, but like. Yeah, it's just smoke spewing out of the vents and everything, like every freaking open area. And then we're like, yeah, I don't know. And then we like parked, and then we figured out it was the oil. It was spewing oil.
Yeah. Well, when I stopped the first time, I couldn't figure it out. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
doing that
Yeah.
when I drove it when the first time it happened. So it turns out the oil was spewing out and going in the intake.
Yeah,
And that's why it was starting to smoke.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
but
Yeah.
it was only going into the intake at the time, right?
Yeah.
The first time,
I think so.
because all the smoke was coming out of the exhaust the first time, but this time the whole cabin filled with it.
Well, because it was spewing all over the engine now.
Yeah. Now it's spewing all over the engine.
Yeah. So
It was still coming out of the exhaust, but it was also coming out like the air vent
God.
and stuff.
yeah. Because for some whatever reason, like the air filter keeps coming off. I keep putting it back on, but it's
It's
old.
like, no.
Yeah.
I
Every
want that
time
shit.
I drive that shit pretty hard.
Yeah.
So every time I drive it, like I guess the air filter just comes off, and that's when the oil gets in the thing.
Yeah.
So
It was an interesting and fun experience.
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
if you want to do that, you can just come over to my house. I'll take you on a ride for it.
It was like because you said it came out of the exhaust.
Yeah.
So none of us, it makes it funnier because none of us were expecting it to come out of the air vents, but Vikas was still unfazed, even though it was spewing out of the air vents. He was like, whatever. Like, he's like, oh, here comes my exit. And that was the
Yeah,
best part
I was
about it.
Yeah, that's what it does.
That's really funny. Oh shit. So that'll be the next one coming up.
Yeah, yeah, that'll be the next one to fix.
Oh yeah. Well, the other one, the red one, is almost ready too. I just need to get, I think, a master. So for whatever reason, okay, it runs fine.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit of tapping, but I think I just need to adjust one of the lifters, and I think I just need. There's something wrong with the brakes. Like they're just spongy, and they'll never get any pedal feel. It always goes straight to the floor for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I think he didn't replace the brake master cylinder. I think he replaced the booster. So I probably just need to replace the master cylinder, and that one should be ready. And
Oh, nice.
new tires, because
Right.
Yeah, I think if you get either of those 86s fixed up and then drive them to Cars and Coffee one time, I think
Oh.
you'll definitely
Oh yeah.
get some attention.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Because I've
Yeah.
never seen an 86 there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's cars that definitely like don't need to be there.
Yeah.
Like, they're so common. or,
Yeah.
yeah,
You know, so it's like, yeah, you could definitely bring like any one of your cars, and people definitely take a couple of looks at it.
oh
sure.
yeah, for sure.
So
Because
it's
there
pretty
weren't
dope.
many imports up there.
Yeah.
No, there's really nice. It's
Yeah.
mainly classics,
Yeah,
and there's a lot of Porsches. There's a
Yeah.
lot of Porsches
Yeah.
there. So
That's
Yeah,
weird.
I saw the imports there. There's some Subarus, there's some like Civics, and there's that R32 we saw. There's
Yes.
some 280s.
Yeah, and I think the clubs like rotate too. Like there was a lot of Mustangs there,
Oh yeah.
and like I said, usually there's like a line of like Hellcats like
Mhm.
sometimes, and then there's like
Okay.
all those Honda 2000s were there, which aren't normally there.
Yeah.
So I bet like they kind of like maybe not rotate, but every other month.
Was there
there's
a
probably,
white
like,
one there?
White. What?
S2000.
No, I would have. Well, you're talking
No.
about Tony?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I would have. I would recognize Tony
Yeah. Because I think he was trying to get his car ready in time for it, but I don't think it worked out.
for Cars and Coffee.
Yeah.
I think there was, but unless he wasn't at his car, I saw a bunch
I
of
don't know.
people near. I don't think there was a. There was a white one. I thought. S2000.
But I think it was like basic.
Yeah.
Yeah. His
Like-
his roof is like, or not his roof. His hood's got like he's cut it for the air and stuff.
Oh.
The only ones that were like had any modifications, there was like that satin green one,
Mhm.
and there was that yellow one that was slammed.
Okay. And he's got
That
some
was
aftermarket wheels
about
on it
it.
too.
The rest were just kind of like
Yeah.
like almost stock.
Oh.
There is, I think there is like a Supra club or a Skyline club. I remember on the 9th anniversary, there was like at least 3 Supras that were like looked perfect, and they had like the biggest fucking like turbochargers I've ever seen. Just insane. Like you
Yeah.
can tell like each one of those Supras like probably do over.
Was any of
1,000
them red?
horsepower.
Was there a red one there? Do you remember?
There
Today?
was, like that
No,
white,
when
Oh,
like the
that
time
white
he was
one?
talking about.
Yeah.
that one was there. There was a black one. I think there was like a dark blue. I'm trying to think if there was a red.
Because there's a red one. That was when I went to go get food. They were going down the street. They were doing polls. They were tuning it.
Oh.
But I don't know why they're doing polls on 29th, but
Yeah.
they did one poll
I can't
on
remember.
29th. And I'm guessing they're going somewhere else.
There was a green one driving around. I remember seeing that one. So yeah, that day I felt like I should get a lottery ticket because I was leaving my place. I saw a green one turn towards me, and I turned the corner and there was a white one that pulled out in front of me.
Oh wow.
2 of them within like a few hundred feet of each other
Wow.
on the street. I was like, "What the heck is going on?"
Wow.
He's like, I've never seen anything like this before. Like like you hardly see one
Oh,
Mark
yeah.
IV, one
Like-
Mark IV Supra, the 2 let alone.
Yeah,
It's like,
Yeah, that's
it's
crazy.
very rare.
yeah. But yeah, those are the only 2 Supras that I know of. I don't know if that white one was the same as the other one we saw at Cars and Coffee today.
Yeah, that might be
Yeah,
different.
that one had the license plate Mayo on it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
There was another gray one up there, I think, too, right? Gray Supra. There's 2 RX-7s,
Mm-hmm.
the 90s ones,
Right.
the FDs.
Yeah, they had some clean FDs up there.
Yeah. The yellow one I think had stuff. I don't think it had a rotary in it.
It didn't sound like a rotary when you started.
Well,
up.
because I took a peek. There's a slit in the hood,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and I kind of took a peek in there, and it looked
Right.
like it was maybe an inline 6.
Yeah, he probably could have done like an engine swap.
Yeah.
Because he has slicks on the back, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, like he you can tell he definitely dragged. Like he takes to the track like a lot.
A lot of people do V8 swaps in that,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate to me because
Yeah.
Kind of ruins.
Yeah.
Like you know.
I mean, yeah, it's a really nice platform to use, but I mean, you just buy a Corvette
Right.
or a Mustang. I mean, the Corvette
Right.
is 50/50 weight distribution too.
Mhm.
I mean, that's the reason why they put it in the RX-7. But the Corvette is so much cheaper to do. Like, why
Yeah.
would you just
Yeah.
buy an RX-7 just to do a V8 swap on
Yeah.
it?
Right.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's making because the RX-7s cost, especially the FDs,
Yeah,
Mhm.
they cost so much.
yeah. 'Cause decent clean ones like 15 to 20 at least.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Unless you want to buy it from that dealership, it's like
Right.
50.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah.
They were listing for like 50. I was like, yeah, no.
It's not like, it didn't look like anything special, or
Yeah.
like it didn't have low mileage. It wasn't brand new.
Hmm.
I don't know, but that DeLorean. We saw that
Oh,
DeLorean.
yeah.
No, that was so cool. That was right at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, we
Yeah.
knew. I didn't even know it was there.
No, yeah, yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah,
That was really, really cool.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Um,
we saw it leaving.
that was probably my 3rd DeLorean I've ever seen. Cause
I think it might be my second.
really,
Yeah.
well, I don't know if I want to count the ones at Universal Studios because I saw
Oh, well,
the Back to the Future
Yeah.
yeah.
ones.
I mean, you can kind of count that. I mean,
So I guess I've seen 4 because there was the one in Florida and then there was the one in California. I don't
Okay.
know if it would have been the same one or not
right.
because they got rid of I think the one in Florida when they got rid of the ride. I think think the train is still there.
Yeah, they did. They got rid of the ride and the car.
Yeah.
The train's there, but the car isn't.
Yeah. Well, the car was in it was behind glass in California.
Yeah.
I wonder if they did the same thing in Florida.
I didn't see it when I
You
went
didn't see
there.
it? Okay.
Because when I went there, it was a Simpsons ride now,
Yeah.
and then the train was there, but the car was nowhere to be seen.
Okay. Well, it could have been pretty bad shape too. 'Cause,
Yeah. Yeah, sitting out in the open in Florida.
Yeah. It's pretty salty air down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't it all stainless steel? The
Yeah.
whole thing?
Yeah, but
Should
it's
be
still
fine,
it should be fine.
right?
I don't know about. Well, the
Probably nothing
panels
else,
are.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Probably
don't know
not
what the
underneath.
rest. Yeah. Rest of the
It's
body.
so
are-
weird to make a car out of stainless steel.
Yeah.
It's just so weird.
Yeah.
DeLorean's such a weird ass
Yeah.
car. That's why everyone loves it.
Yeah. That's true.
So what are some of your favorite cars then?
Favorite cars.
I'm a Ferrari guy.
Ooh. Yeah.
So I've always been a Ferrari guy.
Yeah.
I mean, McLaren's definitely grown on me in the past like 10 years. They've
Yeah.
been making really, really good cars.
I mean, it's a new company too, isn't it? So newer company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, compared to like Ferrari and stuff.
Yeah.
stuff.
Right.
Ferrari's been doing it for like over 50 years now,
Yeah.
60 years, something like that. Let's see. Lamborghinis will always.
Yeah, I always like them.
Mhm.
I like the older Porsches,
Oh yeah.
like the 70s and
yeah,
80s
yeah.
Porsches,
Mhm.
911s.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, I like those.
Porsches. I mean, actually, I don't know if I have a favorite cars. Like, I mean, I just appreciate cars in general.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Just because most companies not even doing the manual option anymore.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because there's nothing like driving a manual transmission,
Oh yeah.
and it doesn't even have to be
Even on a
sport-
basic ass car.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
on like a
Like my Crosstrek's is 5-speed,
yeah
and it's so much fun.
Yeah.
And it's a freaking Crosstrek.
yeah. So like even if I had a Camry manual, I wouldn't mind driving that just
Yeah.
because. I mean, just going through the gears is just so much fun.
Yeah.
Right.
It makes driving an experience.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And then like American cars, like all obviously like classics, you know, like
Oh, yeah.
anything
Yeah, like the old school
60s,
Mustangs,
yeah,
Camaros.
late 50s through 60s, maybe even tad bit of early 70s.
I like the
Yeah.
older trucks a lot,
Oh yeah,
Like a
oh,
lot, a
yeah,
lot.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
like 50s to like 70s trucks,
mm-hmm.
even like some in the 80s.
yeah.
I like older cars too, like the 20s.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Some of
Like
the 20s
the
cars.
Mm-hmm.
shit, what was it? The Ford. It was just called like the Ford Coupe.
Yeah.
They use it to run moonshine and stuff.
Oh
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Those are like
Yeah.
30s and 40s.
Yeah, I like those. I like
yeah.
those a lot.
The old Cadillacs.
Yeah.
Things like that. Yeah.
With those
I-
giant fins on them.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate any cars,
Mhm.
like, because if you had made a car last this long, I mean, I still I don't give a crap if it's a Gremlin.
Yeah.
I still kind of appreciate. I would never own it probably.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I still appreciate. You was like, oh, you still took care of that piece of crap. I mean,
exactly.
but
Even the Gremlins are becoming like more of a like they're becoming pricier because
Yeah.
people are trying to
that
get
the
'em.
Pinto.
Yeah, the Pinto.
Yeah. Right now, like 80s and 90s models are like kind of hitting the market pretty
Yeah.
good.
You know the
Which is kind of surprising.
the Datsuns are getting up there in price.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, because the Z's used to be. You could used to find Z's all over the place,
Mhm.
Right.
like less than $1,000.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now you're lucky to find a running and driving one for like under $4.
Yeah.
Ooh, that reminds me.
Uh-huh.
So me and my roommate were going down to the casino in Durant,
Yeah.
and
It's Durant, sir.
Durant, going to that casino down Durant,
Miami.
Yeah.
Miami. Anyways,
Sorry.
there's like a little town you drive through to get there,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean it's one of those like one stoplight kind of towns.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they have like this warehouses off the side of the road,
Oh.
and I swear to God, there's probably 30 just Datsuns just all just sitting there.
Are you serious?
Are you for real?
Oh yeah, they're not like complete. Like half of them are just there.
Yeah.
But it's like I was like, are you fucking kidding me? It's like
If we showed you a map, would you be able to tell us where this warehouse is?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I can try and look it up on Google Maps and see if I can follow. it. But I was like, oh my gosh, like you two would definitely shit your pants over. it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially you for sure.
Yeah.
But I was so surprised. I was like, who the fuck would like think that in the middle of this Oklahoma in this tiny little town,
Mm.
this guy has like 30 freaking He's just sitting
Jeez.
in the
I wonder
field.
I wonder if.
Like I
We'll
think
definitely have to check it
I
out.
think
Yeah.
he definitely like restores them and sells them or something. But
Yeah.
I think it looks like it's one of those like 1 or 2 guy kind of things.
Oh yeah.
You know, like it's gonna take him like the rest of his life to get through.
Well, I guess I'm a little more. Once I got older, I was a little more towards Nissan as some of my favorite cars.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say Toyota as well because after watching, after discovering the Skyline, I mean that changed my life.
Yeah.
I mean Gran Turismo, like it's like
Mhm.
that, like all those import. Like before Gran Turismo, I was just oblivious to all that. Like I liked all the all the cool sports cars, the Corvettes, the Camaros,
Oh yeah, same
all Ferraris, Lamborghinis, all the cool sports cars. And then Gran Turismo came along, and that just opened my world up to like, oh, these imports can be fast too,
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
and they look nice too. It's like
Dude,
some of them. Was
Fast and Furious is what did it for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fast
Oh,
and Furious, yeah.
That in combination with Gran Turismo, because I think
Right.
when I watched Too Fast and Furious, I think I was playing is when I started playing Gran Turismo.
Okay.
So like I think Gran Turismo 3.
Too Fast, Too Furious. So that was the one with he has the Skyline in the beginning.
Yeah, he has
Yeah,
the
beginning of that
R34
one,
in the
Yeah.
beginning.
And then Fast and Furious, you had the Supra, that orange one.
Orange Supra. Yeah.
And then Tokyo Drift, introduced some, pretty dope.
Yeah. That
That's
RX-7.
Yeah, the RX-7.
The
was
Veilside.
insane,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea what that was when I first saw the
I
movie.
didn't either.
Yeah.
Like, there's no you can't tell. This has such a wide body kit on it.
Yeah.
You can't tell it was an RX-7. It's like, holy shit, that was an RX-7
Yeah, they never really show the interior either, so you can't like,
Right.
oh hey, it's
No.
a RX-7 interior.
or engine or anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they had the Sylvia in there, which is the 240 from over here.
Yeah.
It's the Sylvia over there. The one he drifts and wrecks.
Right.
Yeah, that one is the later model 240 that never
okay.
made it over here. It was the next chassis up. It was an upgrade,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and they swapped a Skyline motor into that, like the one
In the movie. Yeah.
in the movie.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
What was it called? The Mona Lisa.
yeah, the
Yeah.
the quote unquote. I mean, they
That he
they
wrecks.
exaggerate. Yeah,
Yeah.
exaggerate some things a bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's pretty common to do, is to put the Skyline motor in a
240.
240s.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the one at Cars and Coffee had the Skyline motor in it.
Okay.
They had
The
an
red
inline-
one.
The red one, yeah.
Yeah.
The red S13
Mhm.
coupe.
Yeah, the car that was next to the black
Okay.
R32.
Okay.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
both had the same motor in it.
Huh.
Looked like.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if the Skyline had there was so much broken plastic on it, so I couldn't tell, because even the cover, I think, was messed up on it, so I couldn't really tell if it was actually RB26 or not,
Yeah.
which is the main Skyline motor.
Right.
But it has still had the inline six in it,
Yeah.
so I mean, yeah, it's done. It's pretty common to do that.
Now with like American cars, because I'm a big American car.
Yeah,
I love Camaros.
Yeah,
I love Corvette. I'm also kind of more of a GM Chevy guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like
same
I don't
here.
like. Some people are like, "Oh, you like Chevy, so you have to hate Mustangs." Blah blah blah. I was like, I don't mind Mustangs. I would have a Mustang.
yeah,
It's whatever. But yeah, I kind of feel like when it comes to American cars, like we all just go back to like the '60s era.
Yeah.
And I don't think like American cars can ever like get that back.
yeah.
Like they're from like '05 to like now, like they relaunched the Challenger and the Charger and
And
the
yeah,
Mustang.
They gave the
yeah.
Mustang
and
the old
they
body,
try
yeah.
to they try to give it like that retro feel, and it's like, and don't get me wrong, it's like there's some American cars made now, like the new Ford GT is beautiful,
Yeah,
but I don't. It's like European cars, like Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche. Like you can look at today's cars and they're amazing, they're beautiful, but they're also like the old, 60s and 70s is also still like the Countach
yeah,
and the Miura and the F40. Like they're also beautiful too, and it's like America doesn't have that with their
Well,
cars, which kind of sucks.
they started styling the Corvette after the Ferraris now. I think.
Oh yeah, the C8 looks just like it looks
It
like a
looks-
mixture
it-
between a Ferrari and let's see what else can we compare it to?
I just think
You know.
Ferrari when I
Yeah,
look at it.
I instantly think
But
Ferrari when I
I
see
mean,
it.
and I hear a lot of people like saying they're really good. It's like
Yeah.
the best thing you can get for $60,000 if you want like the closest thing to the supercar.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
With the mid-engine, so it's the naturally aspirated V8.
Oh yeah.
So Like, yeah, the C8, it looks good. I like it.
Yeah.
But there's only like, a couple. Like you
Mhm.
can look at any Lamborghini nowadays and any Ferrari nowadays, and they're beautiful. Any
Yeah.
McLaren nowadays, and they're beautiful.
Well, the Italians know how to design a car.
Oh yeah. But
So-
even without Pininfarina, like they're
Yeah.
still crushing it.
Well, even
I don't know what the Roma looks kind of weird.
Alfa Romeos. I mean, that's Italian.
The new Alfa Romeos, the
They're so gorgeous.
Giulia,
Yeah.
and even this SUV, the Stilvio or whatever
Yeah.
how you say it. Like
I don't.
they're really pretty.
I'm just so disappointed that they got rid of the dealership here.
I know.
Yeah.
Like,
got-
and
Yeah.
I think they were selling them pretty good. Like I see a lot of Alphas more than
Yeah.
I ever did. That's for dang sure.
I always love seeing them. Like.
Oh no, I thought
They-
they might relocate it because I kept hearing rumors that there's an Alpha dealership in Norman now.
Oh, okay.
So they may have just relocated.
Relocated from
Yeah.
Edmond.
Kind of like
Okay.
what they did with the Mercedes. They took the Mercedes from downtown and put it in Edmond.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah, because a lot more. It'd be a lot of easier.
Mercedes
access.
used to be in downtown.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
like this shitty dealership, like
Oh, I remember.
like off of
I remember.
Broadway.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember.
there's a Mercedes repair workshop down there still
Yes,
in downtown. It was near there, I think.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
It was Central something. I
Yeah,
can't
I
remember.
God, their new dealership is so nice.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's huge,
Mhm.
absolutely humongous.
Oh yeah, man.
So,
The new dealership, all of them look. I think I haven't seen them remodeled before, and it just all
Yeah.
look
Yeah.
freaking new.
Yeah, and if you're listening to this and you're not from Oklahoma, we are not known for having supercars. Like
No.
Yeah.
we don't have like the nicest dealership we have is like a Maserati Porsche dealership. Like
Yeah.
we finally have an exotic dealership and it's still super small, and that's in Edmond.
Yeah.
But like I didn't even know that Oklahoma even had these kind of cars when I started going to Cars and Coffee. Like you don't like see Ferraris
Well,
just randomly driving around too
there-
much. It's not like it's South Florida or California where you see
Well,
them probably
we have
all
all
the
the
time.
We have all the oil companies here.
Yeah.
But they're all old farts, and all they
Yeah.
buy is S classes.
Yeah. Well, some of
That's
them
true.
some of them buy the McLarens and stuff.
Yeah, or they keep them in the garage and drive them like once a year, and
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
never freaking see them. You
Yeah.
know, like we don't have like celebrities, like I would say, just randomly just driving around like those kind of cars. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
I don't
that's true.
know. I don't know if the celebrities we have are car guys that really, because
You know, they're like Thunder players is our celebrities.
Thunder, well,
and yeah,
Thunder
they'll buy
player
an
and
Audi
the
or whatever.
country singers. I'm thinking of.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Garth
'Cause
Brooks.
Garth Brooks
Toby
and-
Keith.
They,
We're
they
gonna
probably have some like nice ass trucks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I guarantee you that. Like, I guarantee you, Toby Keith has like probably the nicest, probably fucking F1, F350 or some shit that you've probably
Yeah.
ever seen.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, they don't like. They're not gonna be riding around in a Ferrari or a Skyline or anything. You know,
No.
like they're country guys. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know. So
Well, I just figure like they might. I mean, appreciate something like that, or
Yeah.
even a Corvette,
definitely, I can see a Corvette.
like a
I can see,
top
like-
of the line Corvette,
Yeah, like
or
a
a Ford
Z06
GT.
or 4GT. Yeah.
I mean,
but-
I wouldn't put it past them. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure they would appreciate something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, if you're listening and and say you live in like Miami, you're like, oh, I see fucking Paganis every 30 seconds. It's like, well,
It's like, we
yeah,
haven't. I haven't
yeah,
even
we
seen
don't-
one in person
yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
we don't get that luxury.
Yeah.
So,
I
So, yeah.
mean, I took a trip to Rhode Island. Talk about supercars just driving down the street.
Yeah. Rhode Island
Oh,
is
man.
bougie.
Really?
as-
Rhode Island?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bougie.
that's
Rhode Island
hella
bougie AF.
surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but like we went up to the Northeast sometime. Like,
Yeah.
there's just like Rhode Island is just nothing but mansions.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that
I
whole
didn't
like
realize that.
yeah, it was a off the coastline. There's just nothing but mansions up there.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like
There's probably a lot of people with New York money.
I
and
can't
they-
remember
they
what.
buy a house out there.
Yeah,
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 it's
that's
probably
probably where
cheaper
that's probably
than the
where
Hamptons.
yeah,
That
probably
makes
where
sense.
all the people from New York come.
Yeah, retire or
Mhm.
something down. You know, that's what I would do. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, you know.
Oh yeah, because I think they have mansions you can also tour up there just
Oh,
because
wow.
they're historical,
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
and
nice.
nobody moved into them. I guess after that, or they just willed it to the state or something. I
Yeah.
can't remember, but there's a bunch of mansions you can tour. We didn't. I don't think we went on any, but yeah, there's nothing else to do in Rhode Island but to, like I mean you just drive down the road and you see so many supercars.
Yeah.
Just Main Street, like I saw the brand new Ferraris there. There's Porsches. I'm trying to remember what year it was. I don't remember what year we went. It was a long time ago.
I think it was 2009
Was it 9
because my CRV got wrecked
that year?
right the year I graduated high school,
Yeah.
Actually, the week before I graduated high school.
That sucks.
Yeah, because that's
My uncle wrecked
Yeah.
it, totaled it,
Aw.
yeah.
and then I borrowed your 240 for the summer.
Oh yeah.
'Cause you were driving.
I had the drag radials on it, and then I think it had almost no tread on it, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it came apart while you were driving.
Yeah,
it.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
It was like 2 days before you got back. So 2
Yeah.
days before I gave it back,
Yeah.
it came apart.
Oh, no.
'Cause I was driving, and I was like, "What's that noise?" And then I
Yeah.
get home, and the tires like,
Yeah, I think I had spare tires or something.
yeah,
Because
yeah. Because then you came, we changed it out, and then you took it.
yeah, because those were on my aftermarket. Funny enough, I got those tires from my teacher.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he bought a Volvo and had those tires on it, and it still had some tread on. 'Em. I was like, yeah, I'll put
That's
them on.
so funny. What was your first car?
My first car,
Mhm.
first actual car or first one I drove.
The first car you owned.
This is a 240.
Nice. Culture,
Yeah.
what was yours?
Mine's a Subaru. Actually, no, it's the truck that I bought myself.
My
That-
truck?
Yeah.
Really?
That I fully bought myself.
Oh, wow.
Well, you
Yeah,
bought
the truck.
the Subaru.
My parents put money down on it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh.
funny. Mine was is a 1995 Buick Regal.
Wow.
I got
Wow.
from my chemistry teacher for $1,000.
Wow.
Damn.
And trust me, it was worth $1,000.
Okay,
it was
wait.
a piece of shit.
So the 240 was in my name, but I didn't fully pay for it. So I want to say the one car I first fully paid for by myself was that red 86.
That's dope.
Yeah, the 87 Corolla.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. So
That's why if someone came up and offered me money for the Subaru, I would probably sell it.
Oh,
If someone
yeah,
walked up
I
and
mean-
offered me money for the truck, I'd be like, no, because that
Well,
truck
that-
is the first official car I bought.
That's cool.
when he
That's
told
really
me he was gonna buy it, then I was like, oh, you're seriously gonna sell it? And I was like, he was like, oh, I'm waiting until I have the money or whatever.
Yeah, because we were waiting to see if
Yeah.
your other friend could
Oh,
get the
yeah,
money
that's
to
right.
get it.
Yeah.
Because
Right,
he offered first.
Yeah, technically he offered first, so I felt
Yeah.
obligated for him to be like, okay, if you
Yeah,
want
because
to
he
get
gave
an
him a month
opportunity.
to get the
Yeah.
money.
Yeah. And then you
So-
had to wait a week or something, like a couple weeks or something. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, you wanted to get some money or something.
Yeah,
like that.
because we had to wait either way because he wanted to give his friend a month.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And then I wanted to get a little extra money.
Yeah.
So it just ended up working
Yeah.
out.
That
Yeah.
and that truck it wasn't the first, obvious car I bought myself, but that was like the first car that I actually kind of like not fixed up, but
Mhm.
just kind of fixed.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
that truck was because I bought that it's a 2002 Chevy 2500 Silverado.
Yeah.
I bought it for $2,000,
Wow.
and it was a piece of shit. It leaked everything.
Yeah.
And I spent better part of a few years like finally like fixing everything that leaked and kind of fixing just the minor problems, and then I started putting I got new headers on it and shorten the exhaust and
Yeah.
new throttle body and things like that, and I had big plans for that truck, but it was a tough to let it go, but it was just sitting in the garage for 6 months. I have that free Camry now, so I'm glad that Kolschel has it now, and he's gonna make it into something
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited.
yeah, he had to let me drive it today, and I was very, very, very happy. I missed that truck.
Yeah. I would too, because I drove it one time. It was a nice truck.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed. It's like, man, it's like, dude, I have the money now. I'll just go up to Ryan. It's like, hey, I'll give you money now. Because
That was the thing I did too.
Yeah.
But then Ryan wanted to give his friend a month
Yeah.
to get the money. So I was like, all right, that's fine.
Yeah. It's like, man, it's like,
Yeah, I was about to trade it with the first friend that offered. He initially wanted to trade it
yeah,
for an '02 Honda Shadow, a motorcycle,
really.
and I was about to do it, because that motorcycle was probably worth like about maybe $1,500, maybe 2,000,
Yeah.
depends.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've never owned a bike before. I've
Mhm.
never really like I've ridden dirt bikes when I was smaller, but never
Yeah.
like an actual one. I was like, I'm probably gonna fucking killing myself. Like, so I just told him, I was like, I would rather have cash, and then that's when you offered.
I think it was me.
That was it you? Okay.
I think so.
And then then you initially offered me cash, and I was like, I would rather have cash, so I ended up just selling it for cash. Instead
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad I didn't get the bike. I mean, like I said, maybe like a smaller bike or something just to
Yeah.
learn, and then eventually like get like an.
Yeah, it was kind of a
actual
big bike.
but-
That
Yeah,
one.
it looked small, and then when I actually sat on it, I was like, this is kind of like really big.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know if I'm gonna die.
It was Shadow's the cruiser bike, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
cruiser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So that's what I want to get. If I want to get a bike, I want to get a cruiser
he's probably
first.
still selling it if you want it.
I don't know. There's a couple of cars I'm looking at right now
Yeah.
that I want to get. Oh my god. I don't know what that was. You mentioned you got your Camry for free. How did that happen?
So, so I used to have a coworker.
Yeah.
He apparently bought it for like $2,500 in
Mhm.
Arkansas
Okay.
from this chick. So it was a private sell.
Mhm.
But apparently, when she owned the car, she never registered it from like the little import place that she bought it from. Which I
Okay.
don't know how you can pay $2,500 for a car and
Not get the title.
right and not find out you can't.
Yeah.
So when he did the purchase, he got the bill of sale,
Yeah.
and then I guess she just dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
So he was trying to get in touch with her to get the title transferred over, and they couldn't find her.
Mhm.
And apparently, the state of Arkansas, like you have to get like her permission or something to release. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was something stupid where he couldn't get the title in his name. So he literally just drove around for like a year with just the bill of sale and insurance. I don't know if you can get an insurance without the title. Anyways,
Yeah.
so he ended up just buying a new car, and then he
Mhm.
had that just sitting in his like apartments for like 6 months.
Oh, okay.
And then he was like, "Hey, if you can figure out how to get the title in your name, you can just have it."
Wow.
And I was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Because I'm pretty sure I can get that done." He goes, "I don't." He's like, "I'm not doing anything with it. I can't sell it."
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't scrap it because I'm gonna give me a couple $100 for it."
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So and then we worked with police officers at the time. The work that I had, we had armed police officers as our
Mhm.
security, and I was like, hey, this is the situation. What can I do? He goes, oh yeah, all I have to do is just take take your bill of sale or whatever title you do have,
Mhm.
and basically put it in like a salvage yard for 45 days. Then it becomes a salvage title, and you just take that salvage title and you go down to the tag agency, and it basically like like it's a new start, like you can put everything in your name you want. So I literally paid $145 for it to sit in the.
So you legitimately let it sat at a salvage yard.
Well, I
45
let the
days.
title. I let the
Okay.
bill of sale sit there.
Okay.
In their office.
Okay.
Okay.
Like physical car wasn't technically.
It's not
there,
your place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the officer, he said it's fine. And then I just went to the tag and paid $130 for the new title to register it, new license plate. So I basically paid I guess I paid $300 for the car.
That's.
But I didn't actually
really
pay
good.
the initial person anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you paid.
So
and I drove it today, and it still runs and
yeah,
drives.
no, it has
very
it
well.
only has 162,000 miles. So for a Camry, that's pretty low.
Yeah.
I just got the tune-up and oil change on it. I mean, it did get hit. So
You fixed the headlight.
Yeah, the headlight. I need to replace the bumper because the bumper's all fucked up, and I think the left.
Oh
axle.
yeah, you tried to push the truck with it, and what happened?
Yeah.
You scratched the hood.
I scratched the bumper. 'cause I
Oh,
knew
okay,
the
yeah,
bumper's
that
already
tow
fucked up
hitch,
anyway.
yeah.
Oh
So,
my god.
yeah. So and then I think the left axle is cracked, but I mean it's a free car. I mean
Yeah.
I could easily sell it even in the condition that it's in for at least $2,000.
Yeah.
And now with the job that I have, and now that I'm free of my other job, I can actually go on like road trips, and I can actually drive back to Arizona and see my family. And then my new job, I drive around all the time. So
Yeah,
this is,
then
like,
you got all that
literally
equipment too, and it's got a lot of space.
Oh yeah, yeah. This
So-
is like literally the perfect commute car and road trip
Yeah,
car.
because I don't know if I would want to. I guess it'd be okay in the trunk of the truck, or the bed of the truck, but that's some expensive ass equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want to put it in the bed of the truck.
No,
Yeah.
no. Especially the canvas, because that canvas is like actually like hand painted or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
If it
jeez.
rained, it would suck.
Yeah.
I got extremely close to getting a 2000 Corvette.
Yeah.
but
Oh,
it just didn't work out. But gosh, that thing was red. It was a 2000. No, I'm sorry, it was a 98. I'd say it was a 98. But
Yeah,
it was
it
in
was
that
98
it was that
Corvette.
same body
That body style, yeah.
Yeah.
which I don't mind that body style. It's old enough where it looks like retro, I guess.
Yeah.
I was
It-
telling you, I like that body style because it looks JDM.
Yeah, like it looks good. It
It
had
looks like a
literally
Japanese.
had literally
import.
20,000 original miles on it. Had
Mm.
2 owners. The first owner only drove it like 600 miles a year, and the second owner did the same thing.
Yeah.
And all garage kept, so the paint was still immaculate.
Yeah.
There was like literally one scrape on the gas cap, which
Oh.
is easy 'cause you just take the gas cap off.
Oh,
And
yeah.
fix it. And they only wanted 17,000 for it.
Wow.
But the problem was the dealership that had it it was only like they didn't do any financing.
Yeah, they couldn't finance it, right?
Right, because there's like a little independent kind of dealership, and then no like credit union. They're like cars too old, or they could only do like 80% of the loan, or half of the loan, and they only went like 3 years instead of like 6 years. And I didn't have any money down, and my credit's not like incredible either, so it just didn't work out, which
That's
sucks.
unfortunate.
6-speed manual too.
Yeah, I was a little sad because I was supposed to drive it back.
Yeah,
from Dallas.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Coach Will has also been like kind of teaching me at it because I've never owned a manual, and so he's been kind of teaching me how to drive a manual. So I was gonna have him come with me and make sure like the transmission's good, and he might possibly have to drive it back because I don't really want to take my Corvette I just bought and ruin my clutch trying to figure out how to drive it back. But man, that would have been, I would have had my commuter car, my Camry, my everyday, then I would have my Vet.
Yeah.
As my weekend, car.
Maybe one day.
Car,
so
one day for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I had the G20 I got for free.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So somebody just it was just sitting in at their work, and the power steering hose I think was the only thing messed up on it, and the bumper was messed up because the suspension was messed up, and like everywhere you go, like it would just scrape the parking part. So the bottom part of the bumper was broken.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
And so I just got, the first thing I got was, it was such a pain in the ass trying to find a power steering hose for that. Because, apparently, I found out, they made the G20 from 99 to 2002.
Okay.
And from first half of 99, they had a different design for the power steering hose. And then from mid 99 to 2002, they had a different power steering hose.
Wow.
So the power steering hose you can get at most places was the late model.
Engineering.
Yes, and the early power steering. Okay, so I could find the power steering hose all day for the later model one, for like $30-$40, which is not bad.
Right.
The one for the 99 one.
Okay.
Was $200.
Oh my gosh.
The cheapest.
Oh my gosh.
That was on eBay. And like Rock Auto, I don't think even Rock Auto even had it. And like if I went to like O'Reilly's, I don't think they even had it either.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like if they did have it, it was like $300 something over there.
Jeez, I can kind of see why they just gave you the
Yeah.
car.
Yeah. So I just got one from LKQ. Like I was just waiting for LKQ to get a G20, and luckily enough, it was an early model one. So for what I originally did, I found the later model one, and I just took it to Napa. I was like, "Hey, splice these two together," and they're like, "Okay, I don't give a crap." So like, I tried to take it to a professional hose places. They're like, "We're not gonna do it."
Oh wow.
Yeah, because like, I guess they don't like. This is like supposed to be thousands of pounds of pressure or something. And they're like, yeah, we're not going to do it. Like, what if it explodes? It's like, it's in the engine bay. What the hell is going to, like, they're going to kill somebody.
Yeah.
I mean.
Worst case scenario, I can't steer anymore.
Yeah, seriously. So the guy at Napa was like, yeah, no problem. I'll just, I mean, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I mean, if it's temporary, this is only temporary until I can find one.
Right, right.
So, it worked for a while. And then, like, where one of the connectors, like the hose started coming out. It's because I guess it wasn't in there all the way. That was the only thing that happened. But then, by the time that happened, I found one in Tulsa. So I drove to Tulsa and got the power steering hose, and got that fixed. And then I spent like $150 getting suspension and everything. And the most random thing went out was the selector for the door, air door.
The air vents.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it got stuck in defrost.
Oh no!
In the middle of summer.
Oh no!
So I tried driving it in the middle of summer with just in the defrost, and
it's a black car. It's a black car, by the way.
Yeah, it's black. It just
it's so hot.
No tint.
Oh god.
Yeah. So it was unbearable when
Yeah.
I would drive it for work,
Oh
and I would
god.
delivery driver. So
Oh god.
yeah.
It's like, here's your food covered in my sweat.
But yeah, I mean I only paid like $400 or $500 total.
That's awesome.
And I've got a running and driving car. The only thing I need left is maybe tires.
Yeah.
And other than that, I mean, it runs. It's pretty loud, but I mean, I probably just replace a couple more things, and
Mhm.
it's perfectly. It does have 220,000 miles on it,
Yeah. Well,
but it still runs and drives.
Yeah.
I drove it to work. I mean, I drive it for work every day. So I mean, it works fine. But yeah, it's free cars, man.
Yeah.
yeah. It's,
You can't beat.
you can't beat it.
Yeah. But the only thing I wish was the manual.
Yeah.
That would be fun. It would be fun if it was a manual.
Oh yeah, for sure. I found one in Tulsa one time. I wanted to ask him if he would trade me because he's just trying to get rid of his car,
Yeah.
and that's the only one I've seen.
Hmm.
Like that's the only manual G20 I've seen. But yeah, it was those are pretty nice.
So completely opposite of free cars.
Yeah.
What are your guys' dream cars?
Oh,
Is this a list of 10 thing?
No, that's at the end.
Oh, okay.
It's just any dream cars, like, or if you have a dream car, a single dream car, you can say that.
single
Oh my
dream
gosh,
car.
there's
Yeah.
So many.
I mean,
Probably the Ferrari LaFerrari.
can
Is
you
yours-
even own that? Literally, because
No, like Ferrari has to like invite you to buy it or some shit.
no, you can only drive it on the track basically, right?
No, not the Ferrari LaFerrari.
Okay.
No, you
Now
can
the-
drive it on the road.
Now the Ferrari, like the FXX.
That's
Ks,
okay.
those,
That's
yes.
the-
Those are insane. So those literally you have to own a certain
Yeah.
amount of Ferraris,
mhm.
and then you have to have like you can't like resell them or anything. Like you can't be flipping your Ferraris.
Yeah.
Like you have to have had them for a certain amount of years and take care of them. And then Ferrari will say, okay, now you can buy this car, which is already like 2 or 3 million.
Yeah.
Because they're like the super versions of like the Enzo and the LaFerrari and
Yeah.
all that shit,
Mm.
and the 599 GTO. And then they keep them in Maranello,
Yeah.
and then they
Yep.
and then they ship them to like the Formula One races, and then they'll tell you, okay, your car will be at this track. You can drive it for a couple of laps.
Yeah.
So you can't even like really own it yourself.
Yeah, you
that's
can't
the
request
one,
it,
That's
yeah.
the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I thought it was the LaFerrari for some whatever reason. So it's the FXX.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the FXXK
K.
is which is probably my next Ferrari model because I own it. I have it. I just haven't put it
Oh,
together
Oh
yet.
yeah.
So that's gonna be
Oh
really,
yeah.
really fun.
Scale models. Okay.
Yeah, my scale model. My scale
Yeah.
model.
Yeah, Ryan does. Ryan does. Yeah, he puts together model cars and stuff.
I wish I had the time for that. I don't even have time for my own hobbies, let alone other hobbies I want to do. But I want to. R34 has always been there
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
you, yeah.
mine. Because I mean, in America, they never came over here. Like if you're in England, you could buy like a R33 for like $2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in Europe, like UK, I guess they got lucky enough to get Skylines over there. Australia too, I think.
Mhm.
But yeah, R34. It's either that or I don't know what supercar I would like. I mean, there's just so many cars I would like. Maybe
I know.
LFA.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah, the
LFA 's a
LFA is
good
a
one,
good
yeah.
one.
LFA I would like.
Yeah, that is a good one. That's a good
Yeah,
pick.
yeah. GTR is a little more attainable,
Right.
but I feel like the R34 is the holy grail.
Yeah.
So I would try to get the limited edition ones.
Ooh,
Yeah.
there you go.
The-
Yeah.
that would be a dream one, like
Like the Z-Tune.
the Z-Tune, yeah. The Z-Tune, I'd be happy with the Nurspec,
Yeah.
but the Z-Tune, I think they only made 20 of them, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, they only have 20 of them.
That would be cool to have.
yeah. The R-Tune, I think it might be the 20. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've
Yeah.
looked at them. But yeah, what about you?
For me, it's always been, I think since I saw the movie,
Mhm.
Caught in 60 Seconds,
Oh,
the 69 Mustang Shelby GT500.
Eleanor.
Eleanor.
Yeah, Eleanor.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good one. That's a good pick.
What's funny enough, I mean, the only manufacturer allowed to make replicas is here in Oklahoma.
Yeah. Yep.
Really?
Yes.
I think they're in Yukon?
Oh,
Yeah, they're in Yukon.
Outskirts
that's
of Yukon.
really cool.
When I went to Francis Tuttle, one of our classmates, his dad worked there.
Yeah. So you can
Really?
Yeah.
take them the GT500 and they'll make it into
Like
an
a fully
Eleanor.
licensed Eleanor.
Full,
yeah.
yeah,
With the- with the Go Baby Go button in it.
yeah.
That's
So
Yep.
I think
The horsepower, all the specs and everything.
wow.
I think they have 2 tiers
yeah,
you can pick horsepower wise.
I can't remember which family has.
The higher tier is like in the 700s.
There's some
That's
family
really cool.
has rights for it or something.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and no one else is allowed to make Eleanor replicas. There was something in the news recently about somebody trying to sell an Eleanor replica or something, and they didn't allow it. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I mean, because you can get the paint job and
Yeah.
blah blah blah, but yeah, to like fully get the NOS in there, and,
Yeah.
with the body panels and the rims and
I want to say they're pretty expensive.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah, they're up there. They're in the over 100,000.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Like they used to have them. I don't know if they still do. They used to have at least one on display at the car show
Oh yeah.
every year. I haven't seen one in a while. So
I wonder if they update the motor to like if they put like a brand new like Ford racing.
Well,
I don't know
sure,
what it is. Yeah, because
or
they upped the
something.
horsepower on it. So I'm
Yeah.
assuming it's like a higher end motor.
Yeah,
I'm
or
sure
I
it's
wonder
just a
if you
crate motor.
Yeah.
could- Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I don't know if like because that movie came out like the 90s.
Yeah.
It's like obviously there's like better motors now that you can probably. So I wonder if like if you wanted to get one done in Yukon, they'll put like a brand new spec motor or something.
Maybe,
well,
I
I'm
don't
sure
know,
you
yeah.
could probably pick what motor you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they,
that's
they probably
probably
let you
too,
pick all
yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's just going for the look, basically.
Right.
If I had a supercar, it'd probably be like a Murcielago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
How about
The Mercy. Heck yeah.
the Lamborghini Veneno?
Ooh.
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Not a lot of people know about that one.
The Veneno? Yeah. There's
Yeah.
only 20 of those, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure all of them were sold pretty
Mhm.
fast.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another one of my dream cars was it the 959? The Porsche 959?
Oh
yeah.
yes.
The very first production car to go over
Yeah.
200 something
Yeah.
miles?
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
Also known as like one of the first supercars.
Yeah.
It was the first one to hit 200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bill Gates has one.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he
of
does.
course. Wow.
I have a model of one. I'll build you another one if you want.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah, except for Chase ate the fucking mirror off of it.
Oh,
Chases his dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no mirrors on it,
Yeah.
which only had one mirror, and then it fell on the floor and he ate it.
Wait, so
I'm
you're
not-
building the model,
Yes.
and it fell on the floor, and his
Yes.
fat ass ate it.
Oh yeah, yeah, because my dog just has to be around me like all the
Yeah.
time. So usually he'll like lay by my feet
yeah.
and stuff. And yeah, I dropped that mirror, and I don't know if he thought it was like a little treat or something or
Yeah.
what, but yep, and I'm not paying $60 for another whole entire
Yeah.
model kit just for a
Yeah.
little mirror. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
but oh, it still looks good.
Yeah.
This
Wonder if
stuff, this
there's
stuff came out really
There's a Craigslist for model kits.
well. I'm sure I could like contact like Tamiya.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, I need this specific.
Yeah, they
part,
probably have like parts you can
But
get.
I don't really want to go through all that trouble.
Yeah.
To be honest, especially during COVID, it's models are very, very, very scarce right now. Even paint, I can't even
Mhm.
get like 300 grit sandpaper like in the sheet that I want. Like
Yeah.
every time I go to my hobby store, they're still out of a lot of stuff.
So,
Yeah.
so Hobby
Freaking
Town still
COVID.
they're still open?
Oh yeah, thank God they survived. Yeah, they're still open, but yeah, like they're getting just paint wise and selections getting
Well,
kind of
I
picked through.
I think that would be one of the best. They're one of the businesses that'd be okay during the.
Oh yeah, 'cause
COVID.
people.
Yeah, because people would
Yeah.
buy from them, right?
Well,
it's
well,
like
because
video games, people have been stuck at home.
yeah, stuck at home, like people finding
Yeah.
other hobbies to
Yeah,
do.
they
I
find stuff
figure
to do.
Hobby Town would be all right.
Yeah. So.
I actually had talked to you about because I've been wanting to start building the car stuff. I used to do it as a kid.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
My
we can
first,
definitely do one together if you want.
my first model was a Dodge Challenger,
Oh,
a
for real?
70. Yeah, I painted it purple. It
I
was
remember that one.
Yeah, there was that one, and then I got some really easy ones like this
Mine, I think, was a Viper.
Viper.
Yeah. If you want me to build you, like, I can get an R34
Oh yeah.
really easily.
Oh, I'm
Actually,
sure.
I think I built an R34, matter of fact. But I can do another one if you want me to do another one for
Oh
you.
yeah.
So you know. I don't know if I'm good enough to put, like, the freaking decal for Fast and Furious on.
Oh no, I don't
Because
need all
I'd
that.
have to hand paint that shit.
I don't.
but-
I don't need all that. I mean, I'm a simple guy. I just like just the look of the R34. I don't need
Yeah.
all those stupid decals on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I like as much as I like Fast and
Yeah, it's a
Furious,
model. It's not an actual car. We need horsepower. Where
Yeah.
those, the stickers add like 5 horsepower.
Yeah. As much as as much as I love the Buster, I don't really need his paint job on it. I mean, yeah, I'm alright without the decals.
Okay, all right, go.
I like cool, I like clean looking cars. Like,
You can't. I think there really is a company because I've been watching these like couple guys on YouTube, and they've been going through and redoing and actually building like 1/24 scale of the Fast and Furious.
oh yeah,
And I think like you can literally order the actual like decals and the full like body kit. Like
yeah,
one of them he's doing Jesse's Volkswagen,
really.
Oh,
and
damn.
he was actually able to get the body kit and for panels, so he's able to glue them on and get the actual decals.
Wow.
Is it
Paint
with
it.
or without the front calipers?
He hasn't finished yet, so I don't know. He only has one video up, so I'll have to look.
Well, it's funny enough you said that. The guys with the 240 and the Skyline, one of those guys had a RC version of the
Oh,
R34.
yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Fast-
he did. Yeah, he
Fast
took it
and
out.
Furious,
Yeah.
That was cool. Yeah, I was zooming around the parking lot.
Yeah.
So what are some of your? What was the question? Oh my God, I just lost. Favorite car you've driven? That's what it was.
Favorite car I've driven?
Yeah.
Favorite car I've driven? Oh, I haven't really driven. Oh, what about taking a ride in?
Okay, that ride in or driven?
Okay, because I rode in an Audi R8, and it was
Okay, how was that?
Really?
fucking awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
That's awesome.
So, and he's like, next time you come down, I'll let you drive it. And so next time I go down to Florida, I'm 100% driving that thing.
I've always wanted to do one of those track experiences.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just really expensive.
Yeah. Well, I
But,
mean,
yeah.
there's one here, but you only going around the parking lot here.
Yeah.
You pay like $500.
No, I'd rather go down to like Texas and actually go around a track.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna pay a couple $100.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
they don't have a Hallett. I'm sure Hallett would have one.
I know, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'd be okay paying a few $100s to go around a Hallett.
Right.
But favorite car I've driven.
Or taking a ride in.
Ride in. I'll try. I guess I could do both. Answer both. Ride in. Best car I've ever rode in was the Acura NSX.
Oh, the older one, right?
The 90s,
Ooh,
Yeah.
94,
nice.
94, 95.
Very nice.
Because my friend's cousin had one at his. Was it engagement? Or no,
I
it
don't
was
think
just
it
a
was
random
his-
party, right?
Yeah, it was a random party and he was there.
Yeah.
It was a random party at the Indian Function Hall.
The engine.
At the Indian Function Hall here in Oklahoma City, and he pulled up in his NSX,
Yeah.
which he had just got done finishing.
oh my gosh.
Like he just got done doing stuff to it.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
He was still like he had just bought it,
Yeah,
and
I remember him saying he paid like $1,200 for the stereo system or something crazy.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, because he was pissed because he paid $1,200 for it and the right speaker wasn't working.
oh no.
I remember that.
it was I think he paid like 25,000 for it.
Damn.
Yeah, and one of the headlights was out.
Yeah,
But I mean, it had bright ass HID, so it didn't really need both
Yeah.
headlights. But still, but yeah, I got to ride in it, and he floored that sucker. Holy shit, that was insane. That was a really nice ride. It was really cool. As far as driven though, I want to say my favorite car I've ever driven was probably my '86 Corolla.
Hell yeah.
The '86 Corolla is so much fun to drive. Like, I don't know if you've ever ridden in it.
Mm-mm.
No?
No.
Oh my god, that thing it screams, and it's
yeah,
a nice scream.
It's nice.
That's
yeah.
cool. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. It sounds so good because the person who put the exhaust on it did actually do a really good job. So
Oh, okay.
like the headers that it has on it with the exhaust is a really good combination. So it's well, without the silencer, it's super annoying. But I had to put the silencer on it. But with the silencer on, it's still a little loud, but
Right.
It sounds nice.
bearable. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Gotcha.
not sounds really good. It doesn't sound like a four banger at all.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, yeah, I think I want to say that or well, I rode in a Corvette, but that scared the shit out of me.
Is that one we did with Eric?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I know that same
Yeah.
experience too.
Yeah.
That's all
Well,
I'm
he's
gonna
like-
say about that.
Yeah. I don't want to say yeah. I mean,
Oh, I did take my friend's 5.0 and got up to like 150 in that.
really.
That was a fun experience.
Okay.
So I guess I'll say that's probably my number one.
Like driven.
Yes.
Well, you didn't say-
that one actually drove. That one I actually
yeah,
I actually got
so
up
that
to
could be your
150.
driven one.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And it's a 2020,
Okay.
and it's surprisingly extremely stable at 150 miles an hour. Like I probably honestly could have got up to 170, but I was really afraid I was gonna get pulled over.
Yeah,
and
get
all
a
that
big ass
anyway.
ticket. Yeah.
yeah. So after you answer yours, I have another question for you guys too. So
Okay. Mine's a 2008 Honda. No, I'm just kidding.
let's-
Best car I've ridden in was in college.
uh-huh.
He wasn't really my friend. I just kind of knew him.
Yeah.
He had a modified 2000s Mustang, early 2000s Mustang,
Okay.
supercharged.
Mm.
Oh man,
Must've
was
been
this thing
fun.
fast?
Oh yeah.
He pulled the old $20 trick on me,
Yeah.
where he put $20 on the dash,
Yeah.
and if you can reach it while he's doing a pull, you get to keep the $20. I couldn't get out of my damn
Oh,
seat.
that's
like
so
like
funny.
Yeah.
he's like, all right, ready. He did the pull, and I was just like, like I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't. So that was probably the best car I've ridden in.
Yeah.
Favorite drive is the 86.
Oh yeah.
And I want to drive it again because when I first drove it, I was still learning.
Yeah.
And now that I know how to drive stick, I want to take it out again and drive it.
Well-
Nice. Son of a bitch. See what it's like.
It's really easy to drive.
Yeah.
It is so you drove the Subaru?
Yes, tried.
It's night and day.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you know you have
Even for us, it's night and day.
Wow.
well you know how you have to put your whole back into his clutch.
Yes.
So
You can probably push his clutch with your big toe.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's super easy.
Huh.
And you don't even need like the clutch. The guy before me bypassed the clutch safety switch.
So you don't have to push it in to start.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um.
Yeah, because I've only driven two sticks in my life, and that was your Subaru Crosstrek,
Mhm.
and my dad has an '02 Nissan Frontier. That's
Okay.
That's amazing. And that was like 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't really count that.
Yeah,
But-
because like when I got the Subaru, I thought I just sucked at driving stick.
Yeah.
But then he had to drive it for me one day. I think it was after it got wrecked,
Yeah.
and you drove it to the collision center with my dad.
Yeah.
And he afterwards he's like, "Yeah, I stalled it like twice." I was like, "Oh, okay. So it's got a stupid ass clutch."
Yeah. That is like the hardest clutch I've ever. I've never bought a new car, so I don't know if the clutches just come that hard
I've heard that it's just a clutch on there
on there.
on the Subaru.
Okay.
Yeah, so the coach has told me that if I learn how to drive his car, I should be able to drive.
Yeah,
any
because I drove my
manual.
friend's Mazda. So me and my friend, I had to drive him to Atlanta, and we took his. So like we drove and then I flew back and he stayed there. So we took his Mazda 3,
Mhm.
his 6-speed. I was like, oh my god! It was like the easiest drive. It was one of
Yeah.
the easiest drive. Not as easy as 8.6,
Yeah.
but it was way easier than the Subaru.
Oh yeah.
I was like, holy crap!
Man.
So what was
Okay.
your question that you're gonna
So, I think you already answered this. So, what's the fastest you've
ask?
driven?
Yeah, that
So
150.
the 150.
Yeah, 150.
Mine is you're gonna. It's gonna be funny. 145
Uh huh.
in the Nissan Versa.
What?
Yeah.
In the
Versa?
Yes.
Holy
That thing
shit.
can
No,
get
sorry,
up to?
135.
135.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'm surprised the thing can get up.
You,
that
you
high.
know where
Yeah.
you know where I did it? Between Noble and Norman.
Oh
my gosh.
If you take the Highway 9 exit,
Yeah.
and I think is it 24th? I don't know, but there's a street that you go from Highway 9 and then you take the exit and you
Oh
go
my gosh, that is so.
that stretch.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
So,
Man, it was screaming.
I think I hit about 120 in the 240.
Okay.
So.
No, it wasn't what. It was like 130, 135 range.
Okay.
So I think the speedometer tops out at like 150 or something.
Well, that's insane.
Yeah.
A 1.8 liter.
If you live in Oklahoma
Mhm.
and if you go to the south side,
Yeah.
take Western
Oh,
all the way down
yes,
till it turns into what does it turn into in Norman? Like 63rd,
something like that, something
50,
weird.
50 something.
Yeah.
Anyways, it opens up and there's literally nothing but farms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
there's
it's-
nowhere
it's-
a cop can hide.
It's
nothing.
literally 2 miles and is newly paved
Oh,
and it's
really?
flat.
Oh my god.
So that's where I got up that 150.
Oh,
and like I said, I
wow.
could have got up to probably 170.
Yeah, it's a
maybe
nice
even more.
stretch of
Yeah.
road.
Yeah, because if you really want to take a car out and get it up there,
Yeah.
yeah, I really want to take a Hellcat out there
Oh,
and
jeez.
get up to like 180, 190, like
I
really,
did-
really badly.
And to the person who bought the Nissan Versa, I never actually did that. I'm just
That's pretty funny.
that
Uh,
never
But yeah,
happened.
And my friend, if you're listening to this, I did not do that to your Mustang. It's a nice, like 65 miles an hour. Full speed limit.
I own the 240, so I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
because still
Um,
has his.
Yeah. Well,
I was
Gosh,
like
he-
110 in that Camry.
Well, it's okay because we sold the Versa to one of my parents' coworkers, and it was funny. So we sold it to him, and like a week later, they had backed it into a pole or something.
Oh no!
And my dad was like, "My dumbass son had this car for 5 years, and he didn't hit shit, and you hit something within the first week."
that's funny. I was looking at Versas actually.
They're
'cause
good cars, man.
Yeah.
I beat the
That's-
shit out of mine.
That is, I want to say that is probably one of the best cars
That's
in
like
the
your
world.
that's like your
Really?
Dacia
Yes.
Sandero.
Yes.
Really?
It is.
I
Okay,
always
it's
talk
cheap.
shit on the
It is
Versas
what-
so much.
It is the most valuable car because like everything on there is fucking cheap.
Yeah.
The car is cheap. The insurance is cheap. Parts are cheap. There's nothing like you can get
There's loads of room.
yeah, you get loads of room. Like full grown ass men could sit in the back seat with comfortably. You have AC, you have power windows, power locks, you have everything you need. You can probably just install whatever stereo system you want in there, and it's the perfect car you can get. And it gets great gas mileage.
Yeah, I heard that you get like.
So I mean, you
crazy
get
amount of gas mileage.
you driving a Camry, right?
Yeah,
So, I mean,
so I can't talk shit
yeah.
anymore.
So I
about
mean, the
anything.
Versa is probably the best, cheapest car.
I
on the
did so
market.
much shit in that car. But one time, we were coming back from campus to our apartment complex,
Yeah.
and for whatever reason, I just decided to go full on Tokyo Drift. So like, we lived at the end of Campus Corner, mind you.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, here's a cross section of Campus Corner where like the campus is on this side, and then the rest of Campus Corner is on this side. So I'm going towards Main Street from campus. So like, I get out of the Union parking garage, and this is like late at night, so there's like no one fucking around.
Right.
So light turns green, so I fucking gun it from the from the campus, and I'm going down. And then like our friends had just left a little bit before we did, and they lived in the same apartment complex.
Yeah.
So I'm going down. I pull the e-brake, pop a turn, and then I gun it into the apartment complex. But it's kind of a ramp. Okay. The thing is, I didn't realize my friends had stopped right after. So as soon as I hit, I was like, oh, she had like this baby blue Honda Civic, and I was like, oh shit, I'm about to land on top of this damn car. But I did. I braked and landed like right behind it. And I was like,
Oh
woo,
my god.
that was a close one.
I had this old Altima. It was a '94. It was our family car. I got that up to 110 on the street, allegedly. There was one time I drove it. It was a rainy day, and I can't remember where it was. I think it was near my friend's place, over on off I-35 or something.
Yeah.
I was taking an exit. I think we were headed to Tinseltown or something. I took the exit. It was raining that day. So I took it. I jerked it, and I drifted that whole exit.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
It's like, I can't believe I did this in like a front wheel drive.
Wow.
I did the
Yeah.
same thing with the Versa.
Uh-huh.
So we were, it was back when I was in the fraternity.
Yeah.
We had so for OU Texas, we go camping at Turner Falls, and then drive to Dallas the next day
Yeah.
and check into our hotel. So the night before, so Thursday night, we get like everyone would load up their cars with all the camping shit. People would get in cars, we'd carpool,
Yeah.
go camping, and then drive to Dallas the next day and check in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, this is my first time driving to the campsite. Like, I don't know where I'm going,
Yeah.
and like I'm the second person in line.
Mm.
Okay, so the first person in line is my friend who has a fucking STI. Okay, and it was his brother driving it, who drives even crazier than the friend who owns the car.
Yeah.
And so he's going, and we're going down 135, or no, we're going down Highway 9. We're going down some highway, and we merge onto 35.
Yeah.
And the merge is like one big spiral.
Yeah.
So he takes off, and I'm like, oh shit, I have no idea, because this was before I had a smartphone.
Yeah.
So I was like, and no one in my car has a smartphone because they're all cheap ass Indians.
Yeah.
So I don't have Google Maps on my phone. I
Yeah.
don't have any navigation equipment whatsoever. And it's
Yeah.
like 8 o'clock at night. It's pitch dark outside. I was like, I don't know where the fuck I'm going. So I got to make sure I keep up with this guy. So he guns it down this freaking on-ramp. And I'm
Yeah.
like, ah, shit. So, so I was like, I got to keep up with that. If I lose him, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Because I don't know where everyone else is. There's like, I don't recognize any cars behind me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I don't know where I was like, I'm just going to keep up with them.
Yeah.
So I got it as well. And the other 3 people in my car are like, yo, what the fuck? so people watching that scenario probably see this nice STI hatchback,
Yeah.
like beautifully curving, taking down this thing at high speed. Then you see the sideways Versa just going down the thing, like keeping up with him, full on Initial D style. And then like, luckily slowed down after he got off.
Yeah.
And then we get to the campsite, he was like, yo, how fast were you going down that on-ramp? I was like, I don't know, I was just trying to keep up with you. I was like, all I know is I was sideways.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's really funny.
It really felt like a scene out of Initial D.
Yeah. I remember when I think when was it when I first got the car? So I took him down to
Oh, yeah, the 240.
yeah.
Yeah, it was around the time you first bought it.
Yeah, I took him on a test drive, and this is the only time I've ever done this. Like, I went down Reno. I was just gunning it, like as you do when you first get a car,
Yeah.
just flooring it all the time. And Reno has all those U-turns.
Mm-hmm.
So this last U-turn I took, was near. I think it was near the McDonald's or something. So it's an automatic too. So I just downshifted it into the 2 or the 1.
Yeah.
I think I downshifted it to the 1. I was going around 60 because I mean Reno speed limit was 55.
Mm-hmm.
So I slam on the brakes, downshifted and pulled the e-brake up, and I perfectly drifted around that U-turn.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
it was a
That's
clean
dope as
drift.
fuck.
And
It
I
was
was just like, ah! Because I wasn't expecting it at all.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I was laughing afterwards, but it was
Oh
like a
my
huge shock.
gosh. Yeah. And that's
awesome.
that was like that was the first time I attempted a drift, and probably the last time I actually had a good drift. It was
First and last.
Yeah, because I mean drifting at automatic is super hard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
I can
it's-
I think the only reason this Versa got sideways is because it was damp and it has tires that are
Yeah.
probably as thick as a pencil.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really hard to drift. Like, because you really need the separation with. You need to be able to control when you can disengage the clutch and stuff.
Yeah.
For controlling drifting and stuff. But it is really underpowered too. Like at the time, like
Yeah.
since I've fixed this part with the car, it feels like it has a lot more power than it normally did. So I was just wonder if it was just underpowered the whole time. It's had this
Yeah.
engine problem
Yeah.
since I first bought the car.
Yeah. And now that the engine's rebuilt, it's got its power back. 'Cause it
Yeah.
definitely feels more powerful than it used
Yeah, because it might have been the so what had happened was like the upper timing chain,
Mm-hmm.
like it was it's held on by this pulley, and where that pulley is attached to the block, it stripped out. So it was moving back and forth, and
Oh,
that's
shit.
what caused.
the top bracket to break.
Yeah, there's a top bracket on it.
Oh.
Like
Yeah,
a guide bracket.
and normally most people take them out because they break so easily.
Right.
And I was eventually going to do that because I had already bought a valve cover gasket, and I was going to do that, but I was too lazy and didn't do it. No, I think what happened was I tried to get the valve cover off, and I rounded one of the bolts.
Mm.
That's right. Yeah.
either
the bolt
me-
was rounded
Either
before
me,
you had it.
yeah, well, either me or somebody else had rounded it, so I couldn't get it off. And I was just like, fuck it. So I guess it eventually just gave way, and it just broke, and it broke my valve cover, and it
Oh,
clean.
shit.
It broke the camshaft too.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
camshaft was broken.
So it looked like it was bent because the camshaft, the top part of the camshaft was kind of like this. I thought it bent it, and it just clean broke it.
Yeah. Yeah, because we took it out,
Yeah.
and it, like a piece of it did not come out with the
Yeah.
rest of it.
Oh
It
my
stayed
God.
there. And we're
Yeah.
like, oh, it's broken.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So it did a lot more damage than I thought it did.
Damn.
So when we took it apart, that's how we figured out. Like, we didn't notice that immediately because we replaced the camshaft and replaced everything else. And then my friend was helping me. Thomas was helping me, and he tried to get the distributor in. And it's like,
And it wouldn't catch, like it
Yeah.
wouldn't lock.
yeah.
Hmm.
Kept
So
slipping.
yeah. So he's like, well, that's not supposed to happen. So we
Shit.
eventually looked at it and it's like, oh, this pulley's a little bit loose. Like the timing chain wouldn't get tight.
Right.
And it was just because of that thing was being loose. And then we had to rethread
Oh yeah.
the either that or we had to replace the head. So I wasn't taking the head off.
So you're like, we're rethreading this bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we rethreaded it, and yeah.
Nice.
So that was that.
Yeah.
But all
So
right.
I know all of us here watch like F1 and NASCAR and
Mhm.
IndyCar and stuff.
Well,
so
I used to.
yeah,
Formula One used to be so much better.
yeah,
This year's been very different.
Yeah.
yeah. This year has been different.
Is
Yeah, I'll say that.
Is Hamilton still not winning, or is this
Oh,
winning?
he's
winning all the
dominant.
time?
Oh yeah. I think there's
Fuck.
been like a couple races this entire year he has not won.
Yeah, because I saw the results of the last race,
Yeah, it's
and he was third, which
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Yeah, well he had 2 time penalties for like 10 seconds.
Oh,
Which
okay.
otherwise, yeah, because he was in first,
Yeah.
and he fucked up. So that's like the only time that he like loses is if he, crashes or has time penalty. Like there was that one race like in the middle of the year where he literally finished on 3 tires. Like his
Yeah.
he had a flat tire and he still finished first. Like he was like 35 seconds in front of Verstappen.
Oh
Yeah.
my god! See, that's what I hate about that. It's like once you get ahead,
Mm-hmm.
there's no. It's just
Well,
boring.
Ferrari Ferrari's really terrible this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
If Ferrari was like competent as much as they normally are,
Yeah.
then Leclerc
Should
would
be.
be getting like a really good battle. But
Yeah.
Ferrari, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, they're literally qualifying like 10th, 13th.
Yeah.
Leclerc is like getting it back up. Like he'll get up there like third and whatever, but it's just Ferrari's just not doing it this year. And then Red Bull, Albon, he did really good last year,
Yeah.
but for some reason this year he's not doing very well. And then Verstappen, I mean, he's always like second or third. He does pretty well.
Verstappen's always.
Yeah, but this year though too it's been good because now like other teams that never are like even in the top 5 are up there.
Yeah.
So who used to be Force India, the pink? Who owns them now?
Oh shit.
Anyways, they've been like really
I think
good.
they're just called the Force, right?
I think so. McLaren's actually been
Sahara?
really good
Mm.
because they have Sainz.
What about Renault?
Because they have
They
Ricardo.
got
they have
Ricardo. Now.
Ricardo. I mean, they're still.
But isn't
like,
Ricardo moving?
All right. I think he is too. Yeah, I think he is.
He's changing teams.
Yeah.
I wonder why he actually left Red Bull. Because
Probably because I don't.
I heard there's some stuff about Verstappen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
They're
had like
trying
a
to move
really bad
Verstappen
rivalry.
into the number 1 spot.
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's a lot of
Which
politics.
sucks 'cause,
and
because
Formula One, a
'cause
lot of politics.
the Daniel Ricciardo's my favorite driver.
Yeah,
same
yeah.
here.
Ricardo's he's really talented, but Renault is not.
Yeah.
It's not doing it for him.
Yeah. Well,
I
because
heard he might go to. No, maybe not McLaren.
I can't remember who. I think it was McLaren. I think it is McLaren.
So they're gonna get rid of McLaren then, because Sainz is Sainz with McLaren right now, and he's doing really good.
Someone from McLaren's leaving, and Ricardo's taking his spot.
I guess if it's Sainz, it's on McLaren. It's definitely not Sainz. I think
Yeah.
it's that driver.
what's the driver? Because gosh, I haven't watched. much
McLaren still has
season.
2 drivers, right?
Yes. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the other. It might be that guy because I can't remember his name.
How's Haas doing? The only American company in the thing.
They still got Grosjean.
Yeah.
Grosjean sucks.
Is he still crashing?
Yes. Well, no. Actually, I will say this year he's been a lot better.
Okay.
But he's still like down in like the bottom.
Is
like,
Grosjean
15.
the Canadian one?
No, I forget what nationality he is, but he's.
He's the one who's actually really good, but he always I don't know if it's pressure or what, but he always
I
messes
don't
up.
know. He always messes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So especially last year was.
Yeah, because he can be really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think he's won podium
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. Like.
Wow.
Yeah. He just.
But he just makes stupid
Like
mistakes.
gosh, like for example, like last year in Azerbaijan, I can never say that.
Mm-hmm.
They were just doing like I think it was during a yellow flag, and they were just keeping their
Yeah,
tires
keeping their-
warm.
Yeah.
And he literally crashed in the wall.
Yeah, he
like,
ran into
trying
the
to
wall.
hit
He
it.
turned.
I'm like,
He turned too far right and just hit the wall.
like
Oh
how
my
the fuck do you
God.
like you're a Formula One driver? How the fuck do you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
like just dumb shit like that.
that's
Like
funny.
take a corner too fast and spin out, and
Yeah.
then create a bunch of smoke and have like 4 people crash into him. Like
Yeah, because
just dumb shit like that.
I miss Ricardo being on the podium a lot. Because
Yeah.
him, especially him winning, because it made whoever's
Yeah.
up there, it'd make
Yeah,
him do the
Yeah,
shooting.
last year it was like a pretty decent head-to-head between Ferrari, Mercedes, and Red
Red
Bull.
Bull, yeah.
And this year it's just Mercedes just dominating.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like even when
It's
when,
more of a fight for second.
right
than
between
first.
between Bottas and Verstappen
Mhm.
is usually what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
even
man.
though what's his face won. Did he actually win?
Pierre.
Yeah.
Pierre won, or did he win, or did he just get a podium?
No, I think he won.
I think he won. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Pierre
that's-
Gasly
Yeah.
Really?
won a
First
few weeks
win
ago.
ever. First podium ever.
Yeah, first
which-
podium, first win.
Yeah.
Which
Um,
team was
at-
he?
He's on.
Is he on Force?
Yeah, I think he is on Force.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So yeah, he
Yeah, he
won
won.
at was it Monza?
I think so.
So oh my gosh, did you see the Maranello race?
Uh-uh.
So it's the first time they've ever been at this track
Yeah.
for Formula One,
Okay.
and it was Ferrari's 1000th Grand Prix.
Oh.
So
that's
they
right.
did like their liveries, like burgundy, which is
Yeah.
a hell of actually a really good color. I
Yeah.
really
The
like
Ferraris
that
look
color.
sick. Yeah.
And God, there was 2 red flags.
Yeah.
It took 4 hours for that race to fucking end.
Oh, my
and
God.
well, the first red flag took Verstappen out
Yeah.
immediately. Fucked up a couple other cars.
Mhm.
So they
Wait,
red
Verstappen-
flagged
Oh yeah, he
for
did.
like 20 minutes, and then they finally got the restart,
Yeah.
and the whole front pack didn't go Like they waited,
Yeah.
so the back of the pack went,
Oh.
and everyone was basically like stopped.
Oh my god.
So it literally took out like 8 cars.
Oh
Like it
my
was bad, like fucked up cars. And they thought, I think they thought Sainz broke his wrist
Really?
because he like got airborne almost and hit some cars, and you
Oh
see
my
his wrist
God.
like
Oh
yeah,
my
and he was
God.
out. And yeah, they were all mad. They're like, "Why the fuck didn't they go? Blah blah blah. Like,
Ugh.
are they trying to kill us?" Like
Yeah.
Grosjean was pissed.
Oh,
Grosjean was
sure.
hella mad.
Yeah.
And he didn't actually cause an accident. Oh my gosh. So
The-
So who was at the front of the pack?
like
know?
Hamilton.
Oh, okay, so
Verstappen,
they-
in both they just didn't accelerate.
Oh, okay.
You know, because NASCAR does the same thing. Is once you get in that like the green restart, like that 50 yards or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
It
go.
all depends on the first 2 cars.
Yeah.
If they don't go,
You
they can
can't
go
do-
whenever they want.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't mean a green light doesn't mean you have to accelerate,
Yeah.
which is kind of shitty.
Yeah.
But technically, they don't have to
Yeah, they can just do
accelerate.
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the back of the pack like saw the green light, so they just assumed the front of the pack started going, so they just slammed it, and then it was like,
Oh.
everyone still stopped. Shit, boom. Well, not stop, but they're going super slow.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So.
It's just like those drivers on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you get the green light, and
Yeah.
you're like, "Why aren't you fucking
Yeah.
going?"
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I know the
Move your
feeling.
ass.
Yeah. Yes. Kind of
Oh.
the same thing.
Damn.
So.
Yeah, 'cause I know Ricardo's like a really talented driver,
Mhm.
and
Oh yeah, that first year he was at Red Bull, or
Yeah.
second year, dude, he was killing it.
yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
he won that year, didn't he? I think it was 2014.
14 or something.
Yeah, it was like I can't remember.
I've started watching Formula One only a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I kind of followed it because
So-
they'd have him on the guest on Top Gear,
Yeah.
Right.
so that's how I
right,
knew
right.
some of the stuff.
Right.
That's when I figured out he was the best driver
Mhm.
Yeah.
because, like, how many times can he only had 3 laps
Mhm.
and he had the same exact lap time 3 times in a row.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, dude, that is insane, and it was the fastest lap too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I know Hamilton came on later, and I think
Yeah.
he was still slower.
yeah.
I think.
Ricardo was up there for a while.
Mhm.
Yeah, because he was the number 1 for the longest
Yeah.
time, and then I think Hamilton either beat it or was it Schumacher that beat it? I think it was Hamilton.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I think it was probably Hamilton.
Because he was already he did it in the wet or something,
Right.
and of course he's gonna be super competitive about it.
Right.
Yeah,
No, I thought he came up like a little bit short.
I think Hamilton was on there twice because he did come in the wet and then he
Yeah.
came back in the dry.
Yeah, and then I think he made more excuses and stuff.
Which is every Formula One driver.
Yeah,
Every racing
Yeah,
driver.
because it's funny because Clarkson goes like, "All right, what are the excuses this
Yeah.
time?"
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
time after they run the race.
Yeah,
Now they're supposed to be coming. Usually, F1 comes to Austin, Texas, for Circuit of
Yeah,
the Americas.
Circuit of the
every
Americas, yeah.
November, but they're not doing it this year.
Yeah.
yeah.
'Cause
I was so
gonna
sad.
I went last year, and it was one of the best experiences.
Oh, yeah.
It was amazing.
Well, that was
Um,
when they had Taylor Swift up there, I think, right?
I just went on that Sunday
On the
because
Sunday?
it's like a whole
Okay.
weekend.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
They say it's like a giant party, like all weekend
Yeah.
long. They have concerts and yes, like celebrities come out and
Yeah.
perform, and like I was even planning on taking like the whole weekend off and going this
Yeah.
year, so it kind of sucks.
'Cause
Yeah, I
that's-
kind of wanted to do it too.
But
Uh-huh.
I heard next year
hmm
they're supposed to be doing a street circuit for Miami,
Really?
so that would
Get
be
out.
really really fun. Yeah.
Damn.
Hopefully they're still doing it because I don't know who knows how long COVID's gonna last.
Yeah.
But yeah, I heard they're supposed to start introducing a
Street
street
circuit.
circuit because there's been a couple new tracks. They had the Red Bull
Yeah, the Red
track,
Bull's
which
new
was
one.
new.
Yep.
The Maranello was
Mhm.
new. Didn't they just go to Russia? Isn't that new?
The Russian Grand Prix? No, I think that.
I thought
That
that was
might
a tra-
be.
I thought
It
that was
might
a
be
track
new.
they said they
Yeah,
had.
it
It might be new or they brought it back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's
something
new.
like
I think it's
that.
technically new.
Yeah, so they have some new stuff this year. So hopefully they do that Miami
Mm-hmm.
because that'd be really really cool.
So,
That'd
who's
be
your
really fun.
favorite driver then,
Ooh,
or team?
I want to say Leclerc. Leclerc's because he's new. Like this is only his second year,
Yeah.
and even with Ferrari sucking this year, he's still like killing it
Yeah.
for him. I
Mhm.
think he's gonna be like the next like big one coming
Yeah.
up, like big star, like like Lewis Hamilton. I think will go up against like with Schumacher and
I've-
Senna as far as wins and
I've-
talent because there's
I've-
no one's stopping Hamilton.
Well, I feel like Hamilton's only part talent, mostly
I don't know. I think
engine.
I bet if you put him in a Red Bull or you put him in a Ferrari,
Yeah.
I think he'll still do. But Mercedes, is killing it.
Yeah. Well,
But
I mean, the engines don't lie too. like,
Right.
so
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
like, Mercedes. It's always Mercedes winning every year,
Right.
and no matter what, it's always Hamilton.
Yeah. But even then, let me look at was it Raikkonen?
Yeah.
He went to Alpha,
Mhm.
and he hasn't done shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, I mean, he was one of the best Ferrari, drivers.
Yeah.
And so it definitely goes with
Well-
the car. Like you have to have a good car.
Yeah.
And look at Ricardo.
Mhm.
I mean, he was amazing with Red Bull, and now he's with
Yeah.
Renault, and it's just like, so like yeah, if you take Hamilton out of Mercedes and you put him in a different, yeah, he may not win, but I think he'll still like give people a run for his money
Yeah.
because he is really fucking good.
Because Ricardo was a world champion.
Yeah.
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 So I mean, now he's at Renault. I mean, those engines are garbage
Yeah.
apparently compared to the Mercedes or something.
Yeah, that's why, because Red Bull used to run Renault engines, right? And then they switched back to Honda.
I think so. Speaking of which, I don't know if you guys saw this. Honda's pulling out next year.
Completely.
Really?
Yeah, they said they're not going to be participating.
I think their engines
Motorsport.
kind of suck because
So who's Red Bull gonna go to then?
I don't know. I think Renault offered.
yeah.
Because they were those Red Bull, they were killing it with those Honda engines.
Oh,
Well, McLaren used Honda too.
Oh
And
shit!
Or it might
and
have been McLaren.
And
Might be.
McLaren's like got rid of Honda because they weren't doing. And then now McLaren has Renault, and McLaren's been doing really, really good this year.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Renault probably
So,
fixed whatever was
yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
Do you know who I want to see come?
What?
I want Porsche to come.
Oh,
dude,
That would be real.
I wonder if
that would be dope.
I don't think it'll ever happen. But I
No.
think that
Have they ever been in F1?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because like, have Lotus come back?
Oh,
Oh,
Lotus
yeah.
would be
That would be
badass.
dope. I don't think Lotus has the money, but
Yeah.
I mean that's another thing about F1 is
You need a
I
lot
mean,
of money.
like what Williams is like the worst team, and they still put in like 150 million a year.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, Williams, that like the family sold it.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah. They just did that a couple races ago too,
Wow.
and I think they're now putting a cap next year on how much
how much
money
you
you
can
can
spend.
spend,
Oh wow.
which
Yeah, they
Mercedes
are.
and Ferrari's pissed.
Yeah.
But I mean, kind of levels
To
it
level
out.
it-
You know,
playing
yeah,
field, yeah.
'cause,
Yeah.
I think people are just tired of seeing
One
Mercedes.
person- yeah,
Mercedes,
like-
Red Bull, and well, not this year, but normally Ferrari just
Yeah, in the top three.
top six.
Yeah.
You know, and then everyone else just fights for everything else after
Yeah.
that. You know,
Yeah.
so
That's why when I watch, I'm not watching who's in the top three. I'm seeing who's after. Because
Right.
I'm like, I know who's gonna
Right.
be up there.
Now,
Yeah.
do you guys watch NASCAR like at all?
I watch a little bit.
I
I've
haven't
been
watched
getting back in.
much.
I used to watch a lot when I was younger, but I've been getting
Yeah.
back into
So
it.
like NASCAR kind of has like I don't want to say the same structure, but
Mhm.
like it's like Haas. Like
Yeah.
that's where Haas really got his start was in NASCAR.
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Then he moved to
So
Formula
you
One.
have like so they're all different drivers and different teams, but they have the same like manufacturer.
Mhm.
So they kind of have like an alliance kind of a thing.
Okay.
You know, so you'll see like a lot of the Haas drivers kind of like help each other out on the track and
Yeah.
things like that, even though they're completely different teams and different sponsors.
So-
And then you'll get manufacturer like the Mustangs will help out each other versus
Yeah.
the Camaros versus
Yeah.
the Toyotas and
Yeah.
so
I mean, I don't mind NASCAR. I know a lot of people make fun of them for just going left for 4 hours
Yeah.
or whatever.
I like
Yeah.
the.
But it's a
takes
lot.
a lot of skill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
mean-
yeah, because like all that thing wants to do is
Spin out probably.
spin out.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
but
'cause
yeah,
you
you
don't
gotta
got no traction control. you don't
exactly.
got no-
Yeah.
You know, and you're driving at 2 miles an hour with someone 2 inches in front of you, 2
Yeah.
inches on the side of you, 2 inches in the back of
Oh
you.
yeah, you got all that
you know,
airflow and all
yeah.
that
yeah,
draft
it's
and
hot
stuff.
as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And,
not easy.
You know,
No.
they're manual. You know, they're not like automatic or anything.
Yeah.
So, and it's not like a little paddle shifter. Like you have an actual like.
Mhm.
Yeah, you gotta,
you know,
you
I
gotta
don't think
stick
you got a
shift.
clutch, but you still got a shift.
It's got the quick shift thing.
Yeah, the quick
Yeah.
shift. Yeah.
But yeah.
I just like it might be because like where I was raised or whatever, but I just like the whole atmosphere for better. You got a problem with something, you just go punch them in the face.
Yes. yeah, NASCAR's
There's none of this
definitely more
point stuff or
Yeah, yeah,
stewards. You
yeah.
just go slam them straight in the face.
Yeah, NASCAR definitely has but and this thing too is like you're just going around a circle for 4 hours, but you're putting in all that, and it's all strategic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like if you really watch NASCAR, especially if you have like a driver to watch,
Yeah.
like how they work together to go around, or how like
Mhm.
the slipstream is and when
Yeah.
to pass, and like you could be behind one person for like 40 laps and you
Yeah.
finally get that opportunity to get in front of them to gain a
Yeah.
position, and then some asshole like accidentally spins you out, or there's
Yeah.
a caution. It's like, yeah, you're gonna get freaking pissed.
Yeah.
You're up there for 4 hours
Mhm.
trying just to gain a position, and then
But
something.
it's
messes up.
always it's like
you
it's
know?
always a different person in first, right? it's usually always a different person.
Yeah, I mean, you'll have someone that will lead like 50, 60 laps.
No, I'm like
Um,
every race.
Like the winner's
the
different, right?
Winners usually. It's not just like.
Oh
Formula One.
yeah.
It's like
it varies pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very rare actually. I think like a NASCAR driver is only gonna get maybe 4 or 5 wins the
Yeah.
entire, and that's a lot.
Yeah.
Like if you're Kevin Harvick and you win like 5 times, and it's like that's a shit ton.
Yeah.
You know, so you're kind of like battling as long as you're top 10.
Yeah, I want them to
Cause-
do a NASCAR version of the F1 Drive to Survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would actually
Yeah.
really.
I want them to do a
interesting to
NASCAR
watch.
version.
Yeah.
They did do like a little show on Motor Trend about the ride to Daytona.
Mhm.
Okay.
And they talked about like
gonna have to check
getting
that out.
sponsors, because they're talking about like the cars that are like Emma did, I can't say his last name.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can't even say his last name.
Yeah.
Anyways, Emma anyways,
Yeah.
he's like always like 20th, 30th,
Yeah.
and it
Mhm.
goes into like, you know, they have like a simple garage of like 20 guys,
Uh-huh.
you know, like they're trying to get sponsors, because like sponsors is all money.
Yeah.
You know, and how much money you get is how much you can put into your car.
To your car,
So
yeah.
like you have like teams like Haas, and that have like, you know, 20, 50, $100 million that they can throw in, and they
Yeah.
got like, you know, a smaller team where they have like $10 million they can put in.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like that kind of aspect too.
I did hear like the cool part of it is like if like you're one of those smaller teams and you need some spare parts, you
Mhm.
can like go around to the other garages, and if they have them, they'll just give them to you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you need like a spare part, like, oh shit, I don't have money for it, or you just don't have it, like you can go to a different garage, a
Yeah.
completely different team. They'll be like, yeah, we're not using it. Go ahead and take it.
Yeah, that's where the alliance of like, all the Mustang guys will
Yeah.
kind of, or all the Camaros
Mhm.
or Toyotas will kind of help each other out.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I don't think it's definitely as political as F1, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of strategy goes into, and it goes into like,
I think they both
Yeah,
got
helping
their
each
good and
other out.
bad things.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I think Formula One's a little more exciting to watch.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I mean, it's also
NASCAR.
really short too.
Yeah, it's a lot
Yeah,
shorter.
yeah. What, an hour and a half, 2 hours versus
Yeah.
4 hours.
Yeah.
You know, so.
'Cause I always thought that I never knew until the first time I watched Formula One. It's like they never refuel. They're not
Right.
allowed to refuel.
Yeah, they
Those are-
refuel once. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
They
Fuel
fuel once
pumps
at
and
the
that's
yeah. So the
Mhm.
whole race you have to make it through on one
Yeah.
tank.
Yeah,
See,
so
and
it's
that-
all tires.
Right.
Yeah.
In NASCAR, way back like in the 90s or like Jeff Gordon days,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, they didn't have the strategic pit stops that they do now.
Yeah.
So it was like literally like strategy, like you need to pit at this particular lap. So blah blah blah, and now they have like designated like stages.
Yeah.
So at the end of the stage, everyone goes in pits, change their tires out,
Okay.
blah blah blah. Now you still have to race out of the pits because
Yeah.
everyone goes in at the same time and
Mhm.
everyone comes out at the same time. So
Yeah.
you still get position changes for lead, even coming out, and people will run into each other and
Yeah.
shit like in the pits. Like it gets crazy in the pits. You know, but they have a little more strategy of the stages, and it kind of breaks it up.
You know what made me appreciate this? Playing Gran Turismo Sport. So I was trying to do the endurance races,
Oh yeah.
and dude, there was it was one of the things that it was one of the races where you have to get like gold medal or whatever.
Yeah.
I was trying to. I'm a trophy hunter, so I'm always going after the trophies, and so I think there's the last one on this one tier. There's like the tier of like. There's like 20 things you have to do, and there's 10 races on each one. And I think the last one of them is an endurance race with a Porsche,
Oh.
and you have to time your shit right, otherwise you lose the race.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's
See,
no.
I wish Forza was a little more realistic, because
Yeah.
they have the same endurance races where it's like, you know, like 50 laps around Sebring or
Yeah.
like something. It's like 2 hour.
Mhm.
But if you like try and actually have the AI like put pit stops on and put like fuel,
Mhm.
like simulation for fuel and all this shit, the fucking like computers, like they just don't pit. Like they just never run out of gas, and it's such bullshit.
Yeah,
You know, so
man.
it's like it's Forza really needs to work on that.
Yeah.
especially if you're doing an endurance race and you have like a Bugatti Chiron,
Yeah.
and it's like you're gonna run out of gas in like 3 laps.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're still going on in 20 laps is
Yeah.
bullshit. But
Yeah.
okay.
There's something going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something don't make sense.
It's not like an old Gran Turismo's where you could just go like, just press your put a rubber band on your controller and just let your car go around
Yeah.
Right.
by itself, because eventually you're just gonna just lap everybody, and then you have to worry about pit stops and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, because I've been playing some Gran Turismo Sport. You really gotta think through some of those races.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, oh shit, I gotta brake. You're like, I braked too late last time.
Yeah.
And I was like, ah shit. And you like mess up. You like lose 3 spots.
Yeah. They live streamed their tournament on GT Sport the one time. It's like, holy shit, dude, this is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like, the people just doing that stuff is just insane. Like, you have to, like, even those people have their own strategies.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because like
It's
they have,
intense.
they have a coach or whatever telling them when they need to pit and everything too. I think so.
Yeah. And the cool thing about this is some of those people go on to race in like.
Oh yeah,
in,
remember
like, Le Mans and stuff.
Remember when Gran Turismo had the contest? I think it was GT5.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They like you had to make certain time trials, and like the
Mhm.
top 10 people got to compete in real life cars and
Yeah.
stuff.
Right.
Like that was freaking insane.
Yeah, it's freaking insane.
Yeah, I
Like,
wish they
Back
would
to
have-
NASCAR real quick.
Yeah,
Another
yeah.
thing too is I want to, like, the spotter's job.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's so primitive, but they
Yeah.
still like it's literally like a group of guys on like the very very top of the stands,
Mhm.
and they literally just have binoculars and a walkie-talkie, and they're like,
Yep.
guy on your left, 2 feet,
Yeah.
clear,
Yeah.
clear, okay. It's like that's the way you do it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have like cameras or anything. Yeah, it's a
No,
dude
it's
with
literally-
binoculars and a walkie-talkie. It's like, yo, there's a guy on your left.
Oh man.
Could you
yeah.
Hold on. Okay, you're good. You're good.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
man.
long.
Yeah, it's not like that. It's not like F1 where they got all the screens there and they can like
Yeah,
go through
no.
and
Like
Yeah.
literally just a all right, clear, Bobby. All right,
Yeah.
go, all right, yep, go. It's like what the fuck?
It's like having a co-driver in
Yeah.
a rally car.
yeah, pretty much.
It's
Uh,
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like a lot of people dog NASCAR, but if you as long as you pick like a driver or two, and
Yeah.
you just like actually like pay attention on like the strategy and
Mhm.
when they pit, tire wear, aero, all the shit, it actually like it's pretty
it's
entertaining.
entertaining
Like,
to
When
watch.
did we were coming home one time. There was 3
Oh, it was
trucks
from,
on the highway
it's from Tulsa.
from Tulsa.
No.
No, we came home from somewhere else here in the city.
Oh, we weren't traveling.
No.
It was ramen.
Yeah, we came back from ramen, and we merged onto 40, and there was 3 NASCAR trucks.
oh, dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember which ones they were.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like all like
There's-
they weren't following it, but there was like one up here, one in the middle, one
That's
like
dope.
further
Yeah,
back.
3 different teams.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a favorite driver in NASCAR? Do you guys know of any?
NASCAR?
I haven't
Uh,
watched it in a while, so I can't.
I haven't watched it. in a
I've
while.
like just gotten back into it.
Okay.
Like maybe
I don't know
in the
any of
past
the
few.
drivers.
Like
It's
Chase
ca-
Elliott is for me. That I
Okay.
named my dog after Chase. Like
Yeah.
Chase
Yeah.
Elliott, like obviously, and then my old roommate, his childhood best friend
Mhm.
is one of the NASCAR drivers now.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So I kind of re-root for him. I
Yeah.
met him once because he'll actually come down to the I-44 dirt track
Yeah.
and do little dirt sprint cars. That's where
Okay.
they actually like grew up and raced.
Cool.
And he'll actually come down like once or twice a year and just do that just for fun.
I've always
So he
wanted to
came
race.
last year and I got to meet him.
I've
It was
always
pretty
wanted to
cool.
race professionally.
Yeah, Christopher
just to-
Bell is his name. It's dope. dude.
Christopher Bell, okay.
Yeah. I've when I was a kid, it was Jeff Gordon and Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
They
watched-
narrate now.
yeah.
Well, no, I watched Earnhardt. His dad.
Oh, really?
I watched that crash.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
shit.
saw that crash.
I
Yeah.
saw the crash. It was.
Wow.
I was watching it live. I was just like, I don't really watch NASCAR very much. I just happened to watch it that day. It was like I was
wow.
bored.
That was
Yeah.
like went down like that's
Yeah.
a historical moment. just
Yeah.
in
Yeah, I
racing.
saw that.
I was
I was
insane.
watching
Like,
that. Yeah,
oh,
for
yeah.
the crash.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was this insane. It's like
Yeah,
I don't know why. It's like
yeah.
I felt
I
like
never
had to watch
watched it like when I was like my dad would kind of put it on and
Yeah.
he usually used it to take a nap.
Yeah.
Kind of like he does with golf. So
Yeah, yeah.
like he wasn't like into it, you know.
Yeah.
And
I-
he's a big fan of how it used to be, where they have to like actually like the whole thing. There's no stages. He
Yeah.
don't even watch
Yeah.
it now. He's like these stupid stages. It takes
Yeah.
away from the. Blah, 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 blah,
Yeah, yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I would watch it because we didn't really get much, and like on Sundays and like Saturday, like that was what would be on.
Right.
So I
Mhm.
ended up watching it.
I was at the front desk.
Yeah.
At the place, and then
Yeah, it'd be on that TV too, right?
yeah, I was just randomly watching. It
Yeah.
was just insane. It's like holy shit. Like,
Yeah. And if you're not a NASCAR fan, like if you just cannot watch it on TV and it's boring as shit, go to one in person.
Yeah.
It is a completely different experience.
Every sport is like that.
and
every
it's not
sport.
expensive. It's not
No.
because Formula One is expensive. It's like
Yeah.
$150.
Yeah.
Like your merchandise is like $60 for a T-shirt.
Mhm.
Like it's expensive to go to F1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what were we
But-
gonna go for like $80 or some shit
for
NASCAR.
Oh yeah, NASCAR. You can get like literally two
canceled it.
tickets with like the headset, so you can like listen to the people talk, like the radios and shit, for like $99.
Wow.
And you get like good seats. Like it's not
Yeah.
like shitty seats. Like you can get a seat where
Because
you
we were
can
going to
see
go to the one
kids
in
and stuff.
Texas, right?
Yeah. Texas does two. They do one in
Fort
March
Worth.
and then and one in November. But because of COVID, they're not allowing any fans.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
sucks. And I actually had tickets this year to go to the fucking Indy 500.
Oh my
and
gosh.
they canceled. They canceled.
Where was
fans.
it at? It was in Texas too.
In Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. Oh, you
Yeah.
had to. Oh wow.
Yeah,
okay.
like the Indy 500.
Yeah.
The
Like,
Indy 500.
I
Holy
was-
shit.
And
Mhm.
I really
I
wanted
just
to go to that.
heard IndyCar.
Because
So I was
didn't
like-
Eric have the tickets?
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric had the tickets, and then because him and his brother were gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
But
What made him want to go to Indy 500?
Because his brother is into it,
Oh, okay.
so him and his brother were gonna go.
Like Eric doesn't have interest in anything other than like.
He's into F1 now.
Is
Yeah.
he now?
Mhm.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
his
Yeah,
brother,
his
that's
brother
how
got
him
him
and his
into it.
brother bond.
Yeah, his
Oh,
brother's
really?
into F1.
Yeah, his
Oh,
brother.
wow.
Because his brother will go to the
I did
Canada
not know
race
that.
every year and stuff too. And we were all going to go to the Formula One race in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've never been in a NASCAR, so I was going to take you to the NASCAR.
Yeah,
race.
we were gonna go, and then
Yeah.
they canceled it.
Yeah,
Well,
'cause-
first they put a travel ban on
Yeah.
government
Right.
employees, and then he
Yeah.
was gonna try and find someone else to go, or I was gonna try and find a way to go because we were just driving, right?
Right. Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, they're not gonna know.
Yeah.
And then they ended up canceling the race, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Completely canceled it.
Yeah.
And then now they have NASCAR going on, but it's no fans.
Yeah.
Which is really weird. Like if you ever watch NASCAR without any people in the stands,
It's
very
like
weird.
watching the qualifying, right?
Yeah, it's literally just like watching
Yeah.
qualifying. So it's not
Yeah.
as fun. Like
No.
sports in general, like you definitely need to have fans.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, for
it's-
like the
it's
energy
really
and
weird.
stuff.
Yeah, like watching basketball. With,
Watching basketball
With no
in
one.
person is completely different than
Oh,
watching
yeah.
on TV.
yeah.
I remember when I went to my first Thunder game. It was
Yeah.
a completely different
Yeah.
Did you
experience.
see what the Denver Broncos did? Now it was a meme. It could have been a complete joke, but
Yeah.
I think for one of their home games, they put the entire
South Park.
South Park
Yes.
Yeah.
cast
I
like
saw that.
cutouts.
Yeah.
Like this. I
Yeah.
was like,
And
that
they all
is
had masks
amazing.
too. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you see what? I think it was it Texas? I think Texas did this. A&M and or was it? I don't remember. It was a college team in Texas. They put Oklahoma people in the stands.
oh, oh my god.
Yeah, they put Oklahoma. Cut out Oklahoma like it was Sooners.
That's,
that's
funny.
funny.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
That is really funny.
Yeah, but
So we talked about our favorite cars and stuff like that, and racing and things like that. What about like?
oh wait. You mentioned IndyCar. I only
Oh yeah.
I only watched a few races.
Yeah,
Who you-
I don't watch IndyCar.
I
all
feel like that
much.
one's more. It's like a mix between Formula One and NASCAR to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
because
is, yeah.
they do have like street tracks.
Yeah.
You know, and actually NASCAR has a lot of street tracks now too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of like I know like New Garden and like a couple of names.
Yeah, it was New Garden, Dixon,
Dixon,
and
yeah.
Sato.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
So-
Sato win a couple.
Yeah.
I've seen Scott Dixon. I know was pretty popular, and Joseph New Garden.
And they get the fast. I think the IndyCar gets to like 220.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get up. Yeah, they get
Insane.
pretty.
Well, some of the tracks, yeah,
Yeah.
because
Like Indy 500, they would get up to like 220.
because that was the
222.
oval
It's a-
track.
Yeah, it's the Indy track is fucking huge.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like Daytona, like that's a big NASCAR, like the
Oh,
Daytona
yeah, yeah.
500, because it's like a mile and a half, and it's so wide that you can get to like 3-4 cars wide, and you just have it's just
Yeah.
you can get up to just insane speed. That's when the aero comes in. Like you want to see how important
Mhm.
aero is.
Oh yeah.
You have like a line of like 30 cars, like
Yeah.
literally 1 inch from each other, like just drafting,
Mhm.
and you have one poor guy that will fall out,
Mhm.
and you'll see him just boom, way back because it's like you're not cutting through the
GT
air.
Sport does that too.
Yeah.
Because there's some of the exercises or whatever for the licenses and stuff.
Mhm.
You have to do that. You
Yeah.
have to learn. Like if you don't do it right, you're fucked.
Yeah, because you're having someone punch through all that air,
Mhm.
and then you're pushing them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you fall out by yourself, you're getting all that air in front,
Mhm.
and you're just losing all of that
Yeah.
speed, all that power, and you have no one to help you draft.
Yeah.
So like that's where it's super super important in NASCAR.
Mhm.
And they've even changed a couple of things even this year. Or maybe it was last year, they added like an extra couple inches on the rear spoiler,
Mm-hmm.
and they've actually put more restrictor plates. They've actually dropped the horsepower,
Oh.
so I think they limited the horsepower in them.
Mm-hmm.
This is NASCAR?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
yeah. So NASCAR's been changing a lot of stuff too. Yeah, this year is where they limited like the horsepower and everything to make everything kind of more even, and it's actually made the wrecks happen a lot less too,
Okay.
because it's not like as unpredictable as
Hmm.
it used to be.
Okay.
Like your car, like it's a little more controllable.
Oh, all right.
So
So there's no cool Fast and Furious style stuff in there.
no,
No runways that never end.
no.
Speaking of movies, so what? I don't know how to really. So you got car movies and movie cars. I guess they go hand in hand because with the car movies,
Right.
they'll have be movie cars. One of my favorite car movies, most recently, is obviously Ford versus Ferrari.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a
I can't
fantastic.
stop
my
watching
gosh.
it.
Yeah. That was just a really good movie, not just
Yeah.
a car movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was reading about Carroll Shelby for like months after I watched it,
Dude.
and that whole thing.
And they did that documentary on Netflix.
Yeah. That. I remember the first time I heard about the story of Ford and Ferrari.
Mm-hmm.
It was on the History Channel. I think it
Yeah.
was under. It was something about American history, and I think somehow Ford came up. I think it was about Henry Ford.
Yeah,
And I think it was talking about his legacy and everything. And I think I heard about the Le Mans race,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, man, this would make a really good movie. Well, I was the only one thinking that. So apparently they've been trying to make this movie for like since the 80s.
yeah, they've been
wow.
trying to make it for
Yeah.
a long time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because
So everything finally came together.
Jay Leno interviewed Matt Damon, and they're like, yeah, they've been trying to do it since like the 80s.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Hey, at least they finally got like a good cast.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
they're saying.
At
Like,
least they made
like
a
everything
good
finally came
movie.
together.
Yeah.
Like, they got a good script and
Yeah.
everything, and they're able to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, that is probably now my new favorite car movie. But before that was definitely Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yes.
And
Oh, yeah.
then Fast and Furious.
Mhm.
Even though Fast and V Constant,
Yeah.
we've had this discussion
Yes,
before.
yes.
Like having Fast and Furious go from like that really cool underground tuner JDM
yeah.
street racing to now it's just like a big fucking action movie with
Yeah.
cars in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It-
hold
it
on.
drives me fucking nuts.
So what
Yeah.
you're telling me is The Rock and Jason Statham fighting a robotic Idris Elba isn't very car-like? That's not car culture?
No.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Now don't get
I
me
would-
wrong, they're entertaining.
Okay, look.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? How about The Rock and Jason Statham and what's her name? Vanessa Kirby stuffed into a P1, and Jason Statham like drifting the streets of London. And there's a mercenary on the side shooting with them. And The Rock just grabs him, and they go down the alley and throw him against
It's,
a
bus.
wall and kills him.
Yeah.
That's not car culture.
no.
You don't do that when you
No,
go out
nobody
Saturday
does
nights?
that.
Okay.
Well, it's just
Well,
a good
shit.
action movie.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
good,
they're good action
action
movies,
movies.
yes.
They're entertaining, but it's like it's so different from
Well,
what it started out
yeah.
as, and now it's just like
At
yeah,
least
big explosions.
at least
secret
they have
agents,
cars in them
Yeah.
and stuff. Because
I
I mean,
guess.
how many car movies can you think of now? Because before they used to be all the time, like Gone in 60 Seconds. Ronin had a good car chase.
Mhm.
Bullet.
Jason, well, Bullet
Yeah,
was
Bullet.
Yeah.
one of the ones that started it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, Transporter,
Transporter.
Yeah, the Transporter.
Baby Driver.
Baby Driver was one,
Yes.
yeah,
Those
that
were the
was-
newer ones.
The one with Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Days
Born.
Of Thunder.
Born. Yeah, the Born
Oh,
series.
yeah, Born.
The
yeah.
Born series always has good
Days
target.
Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder.
Any
yeah,
Bond
That's
movie.
fantastic. Yeah, any Bond movie.
has cars in
Yeah.
it. Well, I mean, they're not car movies, but
Yeah.
they have cars in
Right,
iconic cars
right,
in them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's what
Yeah.
Fast and Furious turned into.
Right. Yeah. Right. So yeah, Fast and Furious was a car movie, and then it just turned into an action movie that has cars in it,
Yes,
like everything
yeah.
else.
Yeah.
So it's very sad.
I don't know if you can make much of a car movie anymore, just because of how all the cars are now.
Yeah.
Right.
It'd be really hard. Yeah, they'd all have older cars in them.
Yeah.
Like the newer
Right.
cars would be the supercars, like they do in Fast and Furious.
Right.
yeah.
Or like those insane armored things.
Yeah.
Or Need for Speed. Need for Speed
Oh,
was
Need
a
for
good
Speed
one.
was a good one.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
I
it was
like that
kind of
movie.
based off Need for Speed the Run, the game, right? Where he had to
I
like
think-
he raced across country.
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
kind of loosely based on that,
Yeah.
I think.
Right.
But I enjoyed it.
I like that movie.
Yeah, I
that
enjoyed
was- It was alright. I mean, it wasn't Oscar winning by
No.
any chance, but it had what's his face from Breaking Bad. I'm trying to forget the
Jesse
actor's-
Pinkman.
Well,
Yeah, the actor's
yeah.
name.
Oh,
I'm trying
the
to remember
actor's
actor.
Aaron something.
Aaron Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron Paul. And it was fun. It was good. You know, it had some good
Mhm.
shots in it. It had
Yeah.
some, you know, the Koenigsegg, the Agera RS.
That's
like,
probably
yeah.
one of the most expensive looking races of all time.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And like, I'm surprised they got that many expensive cars
Mm-hmm.
in there.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of them were probably fake, but
Oh
still.
yeah, they
yeah.
were, yeah, because they brought Aaron Paul onto the show
Yeah.
in Top Gear,
Yeah.
and he said yeah, obviously they were like the ones that were wrecked,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
but they were all real. They weren't. It wasn't CGI.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
They're all
okay.
replica-
I
yeah,
figured they would.
They're all
use some
replicas
CG.
that they wrecked.
Oh okay.
Yeah. Well, they wrecked all of them.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
the only one that survived, I think, was the Koenigsegg.
Right. I was like, I don't think they wrecked the Koenigsegg.
They wrecked. Yeah, they wrecked the Koenigsegg's. I mean, I think the only car that survived the movies was one Koenigsegg.
Really?
The Sesto Elemento was destroyed.
What about the
Oh,
Mustang?
wow.
The blue
Mustang was
Mustang.
destroyed.
Okay.
Yeah.
The silver Mustang,
Or yeah, whatever color it was.
silver with blue stripes, I think.
Oh, that
Yeah, that's
limited
right.
edition, like GT500 or whatever they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
the Shelby Secret
Yeah.
Project or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was destroyed. Well, in the movie, not
Right.
not in real life. I don't
Yeah.
think. I mean, the Bugatti was destroyed.
Damn.
It was at least $6 million worth of cars
Yeah.
on that lineup.
Dang.
You remember? I don't know if you remember, because they had the Regera, they had
Bugatti.
Bugatti, the Sesto Elemento, the R8. I think it was an R8
Yeah,
in there,
R8.
and then there's two other ones, right?
On their Porsche.
A Porsche. Was there a Porsche?
I can't remember.
Yeah, but all of them crashed because the police started going after them too.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I think there was a Mustang in there too.
Yeah. That was like a nice ass
Mhm.
Mustang.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the latest Fast and Furious to come out because I want to know how Vin Diesel uses a 3-ton, uses a worn out rope and
to swing
to
across.
swing a 3-ton car across islands. You see that in the trailer, Ryan?
No. I
No.
didn't watch the trailer.
Yeah. So there's
It
a part,
is-
there's a point in the trailer where I don't know, they're doing a chase scene on islands or something, and Charlize Theron comes in with some freaking B-2 bomber looking thing and picks up the freaking villain's car to take it across the ocean to the next island, and then Vin Diesel, there's this, it's not even a bridge, I don't know, it was probably used for walking, but he's obviously in a Challenger,
Yeah, something Dodge.
yeah, some Dodge, he floors it, and then he hits the post and somehow is able to wrap the rope around the axle of the car so he can swing across the island to continue chasing the villain.
I wish you could see
fucking
Ryan's face.
Yeah.
So fucking funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
I-
clearly like a 50,000-year-old bridge, so I don't know how it's holding this 3-ton car.
I about lost my shit in the trailer for Hobbs and Shaw
Really?
when they were fighting the Blackhawk helicopter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and
And-
he chest presses
And
it.
yeah, he's literally
But he does that every day, Ryan. That's
literally
realistic.
holding a Black Hawk helicopter and then 3 cars.
Yes.
With just him. It's
But that's what he does in his personal gym.
Did you see on Instagram he ripped his front gate off the hinges?
Yeah, I saw that.
He truly is a beast. But it's
Yeah.
all that helicopter
hear about
pilot
that,
needs to do is
Vegas?
just pull up just a little bit on the stick and his arms would be ripped off.
Yeah.
But whatever.
That's his warm-up set.
Jesus.
Yeah, so apparently where he was working
Yeah.
or where he was shooting a film. Was it Shazam? Not Shazam. Black Adam.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
They're shooting some film.
Yeah.
Okay, and the power went out,
Mm-hmm.
and so usually what happens when the power goes out is his gate stops working.
Yeah.
So he had to get to the set. He was already running late because
Yeah.
the power was out. He had to get to the set. Power was back on, but the gate wouldn't open. So he literally ripped the gate off the hinges so he could leave his house.
His
Oh my
his
God.
cast iron gate
Yeah.
Holy
in
shit.
a brick wall
Yes.
in real life. This is
Yeah,
not
he
no
didn't use his
little-
car. He actually
literally ripped it off.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
people thought it was he probably just ran into it. He was like, no. He ripped it off.
The Rock is a
yes.
beast.
He legit. But you cannot hold a fucking Black
a
Hawk
real-
helicopter
Come on.
Well,
with a chain.
Helicopters are pretty light. I don't know
yeah.
if you know.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
a
Ryan.
Black Hawk helicopter. like I said, all that helicopter pilot needs to do is just pull up on the stick.
No, we're-
just
yeah,
a little
We're
bit.
completely agreeing with you, Ryan, but we're also messing with you.
You're trolling the shit out of me.
Well, seriously, most airplanes are pretty light.
Yeah.
They're less than they're at least half of the weight of the car.
Yeah.
it's just
But it's all the downforce that obviously.
yeah, if it was like parked with nothing holding it on the tarmac, you could probably push it.
mean-
Not mid-flight.
Any helicopter with me in it would affect it would affect its center of gravity. So I mean,
But Hobbs and Shaw was a good movie.
Yes.
Actually, really, really, really.
Yeah,
good.
it was-
hilarious.
it was awesome.
it was
I like
so
I like
good.
the little nod to the Italian job they had in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that scene on the airplane where they're just giving each other, like just ripping each other a new
Yeah,
one. Remember
yeah.
that?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
hitting his insults back and forth.
Yeah.
God, that was so funny.
Or when they go. No, that was Fast and Furious 8, I think.
Mike
Save the baby.
Yeah.
Mike Coxball.
Yeah. that was a very good movie.
Yeah. I enjoyed that. It was funny.
Yes.
Uh,
We watched it in IMAX,
yes.
which was fantastic.
I waited until I got it on Black Friday for.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
oh, really?
We went and watched that shit in IMAX opening weekend.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I mean, say what you will about Fast and Furious, they are entertaining as fuck.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they 100% are entertaining.
Like I generally do look forward to each Fast.
I just
Yeah,
Fast
yeah.
and Furious,
watch
even
them,
though I
it's
know it's gonna be
just-
stupid.
I just
Yeah.
turned my brain off.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it's
yeah.
it's the only way to enjoy it.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
so excited that they did that spin that.
But I do wish like maybe after this one they'll wait like 10, 15 years and just reboot it and go back to like the street racing roots. I think that'd be really, really
Yeah. I don't know if that's gonna happen.
cool. Probably not.
If there's another
don't
spin
you
off,
have
maybe
to call it Fast and Furious. You just
maybe just
Yeah.
maybe
Cars
I
and
should
coffee.
cars.
It'll just be a bunch of old farts
yeah.
drinking fucking coffee, looking at their cars.
He went to get coffee, and his car was stolen.
Oh yeah, Italian Job. You mentioned.
Oh
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Italian
That's
Job.
a good car movie.
Iconic cars. My favorite car, like one of them, of course, is the DeLorean
Yeah.
Oh yes.
from
Oh,
Back to
yes.
the Future.
Ghostbusters. The
Ghostbusters ambulance.
yes.
Oh my
And
god.
then of course Eleanor.
Eleanor.
Yeah, the Eleanor Mustang
Eleanor.
from Gone in
Kit.
6 Seconds. Kit. Yeah. Oh yes, Kit.
Kid from Knight Rider.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not the new one.
Yeah. The original.
Original.
Yes. What's the Bullet and Steve McQueen?
Oh yeah, the just the
Mustang
Mustang.
Bullet. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
super iconic. And they still do a. I think it's like every 5 or 10 years they do a special edition.
Yeah.
Bullet
Like
Mustang.
Mustang,
Yeah. The last
And
one
they-
was the 50th
The last one was at the
anniversary.
car show. Actually.
Yeah.
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 It was,
Yeah.
but that one was just badging and stuff. I don't think it was anything special.
Yeah, they just it's got
'Cause
that it's got that color and the badging.
Because
Right.
before they used to do like special edition, like engine and stuff, like engine
Right.
upgrades.
Now I think
Yeah.
it's just like a.
it was just a
number.
cosmetic thing.
Yeah.
You know, 1 of 50 or whatever.
Yeah.
However much they make, you know, whatever.
You know, I don't know why this just popped into my head. You just mentioned that. Going for the retro thing. I just remembered the Z came out. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, the new Nissan Z. Yeah.
The Nissan Z was they just revealed it 2 weeks ago. I don't know if you saw it.
Mm-mm.
They put retro styling on it. You might want to look that up. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
They said it was 90% is gonna be
Is what it's gonna look like.
yeah, but well, off that side note, iconic cars,
I think of other cars, like obviously all the Bond cars.
the Italian Job.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Aston Martin DB5.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
The Lotus from oh gosh, which Bond movie
Oh yeah,
was
the
it?
Lotus thing. Yeah, can go underwater.
Yeah, the submarine one.
Yeah.
Any Aston like that. There was that weird time where he stopped driving Aston Martins
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
drove
BMWs,
BMWs
yeah.
with Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
I don't know why they chose that. It's like, oh,
Is it the 400Z?
400 ZS.
Yeah, it should be like a yellow.
No,
No,
that's
let me
not
see.
it. Yeah.
I'm looking it up on my phone because I'm curious.
Yeah. Trying to think of. Oh, one of my favorite cars, Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
That is
Oh.
one.
The Love Bug.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
Herbie.
Irby, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very iconic.
Yeah.
Obviously, like now Ford versus Ferrari, like the GT40. And,
Oh yeah.
you know,
GT40 was
Mustang.
iconic before it was
Yeah.
a movie car.
And then you
Um,
can say definitely like the Supra and the R34
Oh yeah.
from Fast and Furious. You know,
Yes.
they've made those
The RX-7 from
RX-7.
the
yeah.
first one, where Vin Diesel drives the
Yeah.
red one.
Mm-hmm. I'd say those 3. I'd probably be like the most prominent that everyone when you think of the Fast and the Furious, you either think about that orange Supra, the R34 from Too Fast Too Furious, or that RX-7 from the first Fast and the Furious.
And the Charger.
Oh, and yes, the Charger,
Charger
for sure.
Got it.
Yes,
Good.
I built the model of that one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that Charger's. Yes.
Did they have the Fast and Furious cars in Forza?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
Forza Horizon 2, they actually did a full DLC pack.
Horizon
all
2.
of those.
So that's
Yeah, a
pretty
while
old now.
ago,
Yeah.
But that was a dope ass DLC pack.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. And then they put them in like Forza 7.
Oh yeah.
So Forza 7, they have a few of the old Fast and Furious, but they mainly did like the Fast 8 ones. So they did like the AMG GTR Pro, and they did that Subaru BRZ. They put those in Forza 7.
Oh.
I don't know how I like it. I don't know if I really like it too much.
They
It's really weird.
they have the taillights reminiscent of the 300Z, and then the headlights are from the 240Z. So they took stylings and like the hatchback, the fastback style, that's from the 240Z.
Huh.
It's gonna. The one thing they made sure that they announced was a 6-speed manual.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
So they're just keeping the manual. They had like an hour-long live stream of it,
Right.
Yeah.
and they had a Q&A session and stuff. I want to say it's gonna be twin turbo V6
Nice.
as well. So
What do y'all think of the new Supra?
the new.
I know.
I'm
We don't have to go
torn.
like too long into it, but
Yeah.
I just wanted to see what your overall
I mean,
thoughts.
I'm just glad there's another sports car out there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good
I
I
looking
think
car.
If it was just priced a little
Yeah.
less,
Yeah.
it would be flying.
Oh
off the
yes.
shelves.
Oh
Like
yeah.
if it was like 39 or 35.
Yeah.
Well,
but
the
they're
new
like,
one's
they're
gonna
like
be.
almost 60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're so expensive. And if they didn't like take a lot of crap from the BMW Z4,
Yeah.
you know, like made it a little bit more original.
Yeah.
I don't know
Then
what
that's also a thing too.
Toyota's doing.
Yeah.
Like, they're just cutting. Like they're just letting other people do their work. I guess.
Yeah. There's actually one Supra, the new one, that had been stolen,
Really.
and it was recovered, and they found it, and like you could tell just by the exhaust that whoever stole it was like freaking flooring the crap out of it, and they're selling it at full price.
Oh my god.
They're still selling it at
Yeah,
full
they're
price.
still selling it at full price.
Jesus Christ.
They are coming out with the cheaper one. I don't know if you saw this.
Mm-mm.
It's a 4-cylinder turbo, and it is gonna be cheaper. I think it's starting at 30s, mid 30s, like 4. But
What's in there now? It's 6-cylinder.
yeah,
So I still think they could still just do that one for cheaper.
yeah.
Like
I bet.
I
mean,
think they're literally just saying.
they're starting
I
at
think
50, I think, right?
They start at 50.
yeah, because like the one we saw at the auto show was 56. That was the suggested sticker price with all the little add-ons and stuff. Was 56.
Uh huh.
And I was like, God, because after taxes and stuff, you're at well over 60.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like I just think they could have done a little bit better. And I think they're like saying because it's the Supra that people are gonna spend that money on it, and I don't think people are.
No,
And I think it's biting them in the ass. You know,
Yeah.
I think they're relying too much on that heritage
Yeah.
for people just to buy it.
I think
no
the
matter
problem with
what.
that theory is that it's so much of it is BMW
Right.
that the people who would buy it don't want it.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Like the purists are like, I'm definitely not buying it.
Well, I
you
mean
know?
the
There's
80s,
no manual option either.
Oh, there's not.
No, it's
No,
all
it's all
automatic.
automatic.
Oh, that's even worse.
7-speed automatic only.
Yeah. Well,
Which
yeah,
I
that's
thought
gonna
was
turn a
weird.
lot of people away.
Yeah,
you know?
which is weird because I think the Z4 has a manual option.
Yeah.
I think.
Mhm.
There's a company that does a manual option now.
Yeah.
Like
Of course.
if you
And-
take the Supra.
Yeah.
I did hear that.
To
Didn't
them.
they leave like a lot of like things accessible to where you can customize heavily though? Didn't I hear
Yeah.
like they left a lot of room to where if you wanted to leave like body kits and spoilers and you know like
I think so.
room in the
I think they
engine to
did,
add
yeah.
turbos and things like because they know that's what that market's gonna do.
Mhm.
But yeah, but I think you're right. It's like the purists that are the people that are gonna do that. They're not gonna do that to a car that's basically like a BMW underneath.
Yeah.
You know.
I
So,
think Nissan caught on to that too,
mhm.
and they're just like they're purely playing to the pure. So they did the live stream at. They also had Adam Carolla speaking at the Nissan Z event
Oh, okay.
that was in Tennessee. So they were linked together like at the live stream.
Hmm.
So they're catering to the enthusiasts.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
that's
which is opposite of what Toyota's doing, I
good. Right. Right.
think. And
Which is what should be done, because if you think about it, all the people who grew up seeing like those older cars,
yeah,
they now have the money to buy it,
Yeah.
I mean, they're not gonna be super rich, but they'll have like
Right.
they can afford something in the 20s or 30s,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, I mean, the
So-
86, the
Yeah.
86 is a pretty
Yeah.
decent price.
Mhm.
Yeah, 86 isn't bad. Like that
But-
was perfect.
Yeah, but I mean, it's half Subaru.
Yeah.
But it's, I guess it's still more of an attainable car.
Yeah.
Right.
The good thing about that Subaru, though, I mean, the Subaru, the horizontal thing, I mean, it could sit a little bit lower, and
Yeah.
they could put. It makes the balance really even on that car.
Oh yeah.
Well, I haven't. I don't remember if I drove one.
I test drove one.
Did you test drive one?
It was pretty fun little car.
I didn't get to test drive it. They wouldn't let me drive it. I got to sit in it, but yeah, they
I
wouldn't
test
let-
drove before I got the Subaru.
Oh yeah.
I test drove it the day before, cause I was gonna go buy it the next day.
I really wanted that green one.
Yeah, the
so
green one
bad.
looks nice.
They still have some, but they're all automatic now.
Yeah.
They took away the manual. They only used to come in manual,
Right.
and now they're just all automatic. I don't know why they did
Yeah.
this because
Because no one knows how to drive a stick anymore.
well, that's the,
The
best
sticks are
security feature.
dying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Best
but-
anti-theft device.
And even brand new supercars, everything's paddle shifters.
yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean,
it's
I
so
can understand
rare
the
to find
supercars
an
because it's a
actual-
supercar, right?
supercar.
Well, yeah, you
yeah.
get the
like,
double.
it's all
you have
about
the double
speed.
clutch. You know,
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
You
But
don't,
like in
you
a
don't
car-
want a clutch in a
Yeah,
stick with
it's all
those.
about speed in
you
the
know.
supercar. But like in a car like the Subaru, like the BRZ, FRS,
you want a stick. you
yeah,
know, make it
Well,
FRS
the-
fun,
86, you want a
like
stick.
Corvettes, you want a stick. You know?
Yeah. STI has still stick.
Yeah, STI still
Corvette.
stick.
Yeah,
Could the-
Mustangs, you want a stick. You know?
The Corvette still come in stick.
Yeah, the Corvette still does.
Yeah.
The
You,
new one.
you can't get the mid-engine in stick, I don't think.
No, it's paddle shifters.
Is
The
it
new
paddle
C8,
shift-
the
okay.
new
The
CS,
the
the
normal
dual paddle.
V8 you can get.
Yeah, but like your the Z06 and ZR1s
Mhm.
are manual, and then their Mustang the new ones now I think are all that weird. Their new weird transmission thing, where it's like a button or something fucking weird.
Yeah.
But like the GT350s, like
Mm.
only 5 years ago, were only manual.
Yeah.
You could only get them in a manual. You know, it's like those cars are like they're fun. You know, they're meant for a manual.
I know- I know
you wanna
STI
drift
is-
and do cool shit.
I know STIs only came in manual.
Yeah,
WRX you could have either or.
either.
Yeah.
The same with the Evo. You can get the Evo MR in manual or
Right.
automatic.
Yeah. Well, they used to only come in manual too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Evos.
Then they came out with the MR, which you can get in automatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is.
That was for the
Kinda-
10, though.
Yeah, the Evo 10. The last hurrah of the Evo.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I can't think of anything good from Mitsubishi now.
Yeah.
I can't either. Yeah.
Yeah, Mitsubishi made anything in a minute. That's like really.
They
good.
brought back the Eclipse, but as a crossover,
Yeah, which
which
is
is kind of
weird as
dumb.
shit.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
dumb.
Because it was never
Yeah.
that.
No.
Not at all.
Let's see. I can't think of anything else.
So you want to move on to the last segment?
I guess so.
So we have this thing. I think Vikas originally came up with the idea. You did originally come up with the idea.
Yeah.
We have a 10-car garage. You only have 10 spots,
Hmm.
so you only get 10 car choices, and you gotta fill it with your cars.
10 was. I mean,
It was
it's
difficult. I will say that it was difficult for me.
difficult for is a like
It's
man.
an understatement.
Yes, it is very bit.
This took me several days to narrow it down to these 10.
and I'm still working on mine.
Yeah.
So it might like throughout the
We'll,
podcast.
we'll let you go last.
Yeah.
And then so Ryan's apparently has this, like I have it written down. Ryan has it in his head. So
Okay,
you want to go ahead and go,
so-
Ryan?
And I'm gonna be a basic ass bitch and just
Okay.
so like Bugatti Chiron,
Alright.
Okay.
Pagani Huayra,
Okay.
if I even said that right.
yeah.
What? A Koenigsegg 1-1.
Oh, I didn't
I
even
want
think
the
about
1-1.
Koenigsegg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Oh.
didn't think about Koenigsegg.
Yeah.
The 1-1 for sure.
Oh wait. Oh yes, I did. Yes, I did.
And then the Ferrari LaFerrari,
Okay.
a Ferrari Enzo,
Okay.
a Ferrari F40.
Ryan's a Ferrari guy.
So
Yeah.
6. 69 Camaro, SS,
Oh, good choice.
or Z28. Or did they come out the same year? SS and SS. And then you're probably gonna have this in your garage, but Eleanor.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna have any Mustang,
Yeah, it's gonna be the
it's
Eleanor.
gonna be Eleanor because I mean
Yeah.
it has some classics in there.
Yeah.
So I got 2 more spots.
Yeah, 2 more. Make them
Um,
good.
Oh, I need 2 more. I need like a luxury car.
Luxury.
So like
I don't think I had any in mind.
Yeah, I don't have any luxuries in mine.
a Tesla
want-
Model S.
Oh, you
with the D.
A Tesla?
Yes. I'll be my daily. The electric, it's fast.
With the D? Oh, okay,
like the
I
dual
understand.
motor one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the real expensive one.
Just
has
wait
the
till you get to
ludicrous
my
null.
list. I'll have a
And
good
then,
one.
a GTR. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for your poster.
So you're welcome. Yeah, I got a giant GTR poster hanging in my room.
Gosh, that was from one of our. Like,
Oh, maybe. Hold
That
on.
was when it first came out.
Hold on.
yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna take out the Tesla.
Uh-huh.
McLaren 720S.
Ooh.
Oh,
yes.
good replacement.
Yes.
Good
Yes.
replacement.
Yes.
You've
I
earned my
need-
respect.
Not the
I need
P1?
to put. Ooh, fuck.
720S.
Well, in that case, I might as well have the Holy Trinity. So,
The
yeah,
Huayra?
let's put the P1.
Uh-huh.
No, I need the
Need the Huayra.
I need the 918. That's the LaFerrari,
Yeah.
the P1, and the 918.
Oh.
So what do I
I
need to
didn't think
replace for
about
the
that.
918?
I don't know. You're gonna
Oh, I
replace
do
the
have a
Eleanor.
I really like the GTR. Let's get rid of the GTR
and you're
because the
gonna put-
GTR I can find for like 60 grand.
Yeah.
So you can put the 918 in there.
Yes.
Okay.
So I have the
Okay.
Holy Trinity: 918, P1, LaFerrari, and
Okay.
then some hypercars. Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go.
All
And
right.
a couple
That's
classics.
a pretty good list.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a good list. Oh, I forgot the name of a certain car, so give me a second. Where's my phone?
Uh-oh. You gotta update your list?
No, I forgot to write it down. I was gonna replace it, and then I never did.
Oh.
Hold on.
So, you took out the Tesla, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I would still have a Tesla for the record.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I
I
think
know
they're
what it
just-
is. Okay.
I don't like the designs of them.
Oh, they're simple, but I mean,
But
for what you get, it's like driving an iPhone. Like there's the technology in them. You
Yeah,
know,
but
like the range of them is pretty
I'm a
decent.
car
and they're-
guy. I
and
wanted
they're
to-
fucking fast.
I wanted to... I
The
understand
noise
that.
the noise has to be there.
Yeah, there is definitely no noise.
Yeah, the noise. I need the rumble.
So...
You
of
can
the
just sit there with your mouth.
exhaust.
Whee!
I can do
yeah,
with
they're
your freaking
fast,
children.
but so is the hybrid that I drive. So, like...
Oh. See, I've never driven an electric car.
Yeah. So the hybrid has the best of both.
I
mean,
heard, I don't know if this is a rumor, but I heard that they made like a little software update
mhm.
in the Teslas to like either make a sound or make it seem like a shift because they don't have a transmission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said people are so weirded out that they don't feel like that. So they like put it in there just to like
Yeah.
ease people because everyone's like, it's fucking weird.
Yeah. Well, the Europe has to have a sound come out from a car.
Really?
Yeah, it's required by law for
Really?
an electric car. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, because if you
gonna-
have a whole
you
road
know
of...
how many blind people you're gonna kill?
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. So, and if the car's not making any noise, nobody
that's
knows. No
funny.
pedestrians
Pedestrian, yeah.
won't be able to hear you coming.
I didn't even think about that.
Because they're going to be automatic driving. That they have to hear it
yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
for sure.
I mean, there's a lot of safety issues with that
Yeah.
there.
And I guarantee I could probably sleep or read a book while driving a Tesla
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they literally drive themselves. It's
Oh, yeah.
fucking crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
You're not
But
supposed to, but you could.
No, I literally watched a dude on YouTube. He literally drove from like Miami to like I don't know some other town. In
Yeah,
Florida,
but
like
I'm
an
not-
hour drive. Like did not touch the pedal. That went through construction. Went through traffic. 5 o'clock traffic.
Oh yeah, yeah. They can definitely
perfectly.
dri-
It's
yeah.
like holy shit.
Yeah, it can do that, but it can also kill you.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't trust the Tesla enough for it to drive myself. It won't be like that
You're
guy.
gonna see my ass on the way to like Colorado just fast asleep on I-40.
Yeah,
It's-
that's how one guy died. Is because he fell asleep in there. He's like he wasn't even in the driver's
Shit.
seat. I don't think.
God.
Yeah,
He's like laying in the back. Like
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go with my list.
Okay.
Okay, so I got the Ferrari F40,
nice.
hmm
FC RX-7,
Okay.
Okay.
Toyota Supra,
Okay.
Which one?
the MK4,
Okay.
Mark
Mark
IV.
4.
Okay.
and then R34 Skyline,
Okay.
22B STI,
Oh yes. Okay.
90s NSX,
Okay.
the Pagani Huayra.
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry, no, old school Jag, not the Huayra,
Okay.
the XK.
Okay.
Then the Lamborghini Murcielago LP670-4 SV.
Ooh,
Then
the
obvi-
SV.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then obviously the Eleanor.
Super Veloce.
And then this one is going to throw you for a 70s Chevy Trailblazer.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, the last one's like super obtainable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 2 of them on here at least are super obtainable.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good list. Very, very JDM
Yeah.
heavy. Very nice.
Yeah. All right, Vikas, your
Okay.
turn.
My list. R34 Skyline, of course.
Yeah.
I had a so this was gonna be like a dream car garage thing. So instead of having the RX-7, like I had to have a rotary in there. So I went with the Cosmo
Yes.
because those are super expensive.
Hmm.
Then I went with the 72 Skyline
Nice.
because those are fucking gorgeous.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and this is one of two Toyotas on here. The Toyota 2000 GT.
Oh yeah, those are expensive as shit.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen one.
Mm-mm.
No, so it was It was originally a Bond car. Yeah, and
Maybe. Hold on. Maybe.
I guess we
I
can
have seen
pull
one.
it up
I
on
can
the
pull up a
phone.
picture.
Yeah.
While you go through your list.
Okay. The Koenigsegg CCXR Trivute.
Mm.
And
One of the
then
special edition.
yeah,
Okay.
it's one of the over $1 million ones.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. The Ferrari 250. Okay. The Ferrari 250 250 GTO.
Oh, that's a good
yeah,
one.
that is a
Good
good one.
choice.
That's like what?
Yeah.
That's like a $20 million car.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Lamborghini Veneno.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
another good one.
Yeah. I couldn't decide between this Aston Martin. I had to have an Aston in there. I put either the DB5 or the newest supercar version, which is the Aston Martin DBS Superleggera Volante.
Oh.
Ooh.
And that's a multi-million-dollar car as
Yeah.
well. And I just rounded out my list with with the Lexus LFA.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Luxury and speed.
Yes. And I just figured like, there's all these expensive ass cars in here. I might as well get a car I want to.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, actually, for the LFA, you have to apply to buy an LFA,
Oh, really?
and they have to approve you. Yeah.
Well, they don't even make them anymore.
I was
do
saying,
they?
like, do they
Back
have
when they
left?
made them, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
that was out about now.
Yeah, because that was like way overpriced too.
Yeah.
Because they had to make their money back on the amount of money they.
Yeah, they were
But
like losing
they
on every car.
Yeah, they sound so good.
Yeah.
I've never like I don't know. It's like trying to listen to a car orgasm.
Yeah,
This-
it's got a nice sounding.
Speaking
Yeah.
of cars losing their value, I heard that the Bugatti,
Mhm.
it's like $6 million to make each Bugatti.
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
it's
So,
a lot.
so Volkswagen
Mhm.
basically loses money on every single Bugatti.
Yep.
Holy shit!
Good thing they only make a couple hundred, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's just crazy. Anyway, sorry.
My final car, instead of like, I kind of went with that electric car. I went with the Porsche Taycan.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay.
Yes.
Good
that's
one.
a
Good
yeah,
choice.
that is a really
See,
good
this
choice.
that's why I was wondering like why
Yeah.
you chose a Tesla.
Yeah, because I forgot. I forgot they existed. There's something.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Taycan. The Taycan. I mean, the
That's a good low car.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
good car right
Yeah,
there.
you're right. That would blow a Tesla out the water.
yeah,
And
the
it's
Porsche
still a
quality.
Porsche, so
yeah,
it's nice as shit.
Yeah.
Porsche quality. It looks great. The interior still looks like a car.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look like the Teslas are $100,000 sometimes.
Yeah, they're just very clean.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're very
they're,
simple.
they're
Like,
Yeah.
simple, but
yeah,
I mean,
like the Model S has more of a car like the Model 3 literally
Yeah.
just looks like a blank dashboard with a big ass iPad.
yeah,
You know, at least the Model S has like some curves.
Yeah.
And, you know, looks a little more uniform.
yeah. It just looks so plain. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't look like a. Okay, so what's the cheapest one? Like 70 grand?
No, the Model 3s are like 40.
40?
Yeah,
Okay,
40
so
or 50.
40 or 50.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's a little more attainable.
right.
But even then, like for the amount of money you're paying,
Mhm.
there's like nothing in
But no,
there.
if you compare the Taycan to like the highest Tesla Model S,
Yeah,
like the Taycan's only like 20 or 30,000 more,
Yeah.
and you're getting a Porsche.
yeah.
Like
You know, a lot more
100%.
cars.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
This one's not even just anyone. This is the top of the model one. The 4S is the one I would get. Apparently, this is
The Taycan.
the Taycan. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It does bug me though that they have the word turbo in their name.
Wait,
because-
what?
Unless they removed it. But when
Taycan?
when it first came out, they were like on the back it has like Turbo S or something.
Oh.
Or Turbo, and it's like they don't have turbos because it's all.
Are you sure it
electric.
wasn't Taycan S?
No, I swear to God,
It
they
said
had
turbo.
It had turbo because everyone on the
Maybe
internet.
maybe they were thinking about making it like a regular version, and they just never did, and they
'Cause-
just got rid of it.
Because I remember everyone on the internet making fun of them. They're like,
Yeah.
"Why does it have turbo? They don't have turbos."
Yeah.
So everyone's like, "Well, maybe it's just a marketing is why they call it
Who knows?
turbo."
Or maybe they just took an old Porsche or like a 911.
But I think they did remove it because when I actually saw one in person,
Yeah.
it just says Taycan on the back.
Okay.
Like it doesn't have turbo, on it anymore.
Maybe it was just the production model, like
Maybe,
the
yeah.
old 911 or something,
Maybe.
or the Panamera turbo.
Someone just like messed it up or
They
something.
just left it. They just used the body and they just left it on
Yeah.
there.
Maybe. But yeah, I was like, why are we putting? Everyone's
Porsche
like, why are
wouldn't
they
do
putting
that.
turbo?
They wouldn't do that something stupid. That's like pedestrian things right there. Yeah. But yeah, because I never thought the Teslas had any sort of interior worth like. I'm gonna be spending a lot of time in my car. I want to be, I wanted to feel like a car. I spent $100,000 on a Model X. Then, I mean, it just looks so cheap inside too. Like the seats don't look like anything. They look
like nothing stands out.
Yeah, it looks just so.
Yeah, you're right. It's just very plain.
Yeah.
Very clean.
I guess
Yeah,
some people don't mind that because they're not car people.
Yeah.
But I'm a car guy. I mean, I spend a lot of time in my car, especially like I love driving.
Yeah.
And if this is gonna be my commuter, I want to be able to, at least feel like a car.
Right.
But I guess I don't know if the Taycan does that have auto driving too. It's probably
I don't think so.
no.
I'm not. I don't know. I'm not sure.
There's a lot of electric cars coming out. I don't know.
Ooh. Side note. Real quick. The new the new BMW. With the big giant grills? Or I think it looks really fucking.
The
iconic.
X.
It's the car. It's like the new 4 Series.
Oh yeah.
And the new
Goofy ass grill. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, they were showing off the interior and like the technology in it. So they have like a big old screen, it's like 10 inches or whatever.
Yeah.
And then half of it, if you have your nav on, like you have your map itself, and then it has an actual front cam that shows like real time like driving.
Oh.
And the navigation gets integrated into the camera. So you're looking at the camera, like it actually has like a blue like line, like a
That's
video
freaking
game,
awesome.
Yeah.
and it has like a big giant like blue arrows, like turn left here. And it
That's
literally looks like you're playing like Forza or something.
That is
like
awesome.
Speed. And I was like, oh my god, they finally put that in fucking cars.
Yeah.
Like now I just want the whole windshield.
Yeah.
Just
Oh
to
my-
turn it like a big heads up display
Yes.
like that. Like
That would be
probably like a
amazing.
$70,000 windshield. But
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
would
one
be.
rock chip and it's over.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I saw that and I was like,
I'm here to take out
that's
a
so
load.
fucking dope.
Like, what are you trying to buy? A windshield for my car?
Well, you guys remember Mission Impossible?
Which one?
The one where they're in Dubai.
Oh yeah, they have the i8.
Yeah.
Yeah, the i8 concept,
Yeah.
and they did that with the windshield.
Yeah.
Like he exploded it,
Yeah.
and you could see all the thing on the windshield itself. I
Yeah.
was like, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Well, that was another car movie we didn't talk about.
Yeah.
Mission
Oh, yeah.
Impossible has
Mission
some good,
Impossible has
Yeah,
some
Mission
good cars
Impossible's
in it.
cool cars.
well, especially Fallout. That that BMW.
Yeah.
Oh.
Some of the best audio in
i8.
that movie.
Oh, was the i8 there today at Cars Coffee? What did you say?
Oh wait,
I didn't see it.
yeah, it left before you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, there
there
was
was
an
a
i8 there.
yeah.
Nice.
But yeah,
I think that's all we got for today, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Cool.
could go on about
Yeah, cars forever.
Yeah.
All right,
complaining about Tesla.
so we want to
forever,
guess
too.
we want to guess the time again.
What were you at?
We're at 2:30, and there's no like whenever we stopped recording, I actually stopped it, so there's no like dead space.
I want to go. Okay, I'll let Ryan go first.
I'm gonna do 217.
Okay.
17.
Because-
I'm gonna go 225.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna go low and go 210.
210.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Wow.
210. I'm probably gonna lose that one, but yeah. Oh, we had Ryan. I don't even think I said Ryan was on.
Yeah.
But
Hi.
we had Ryan on. Thank you for joining us,
Yeah.
Ryan.
No problem.
I never even said Ryan was
Yeah.
here. But thank you for joining us.
Yes, it
joining
was a
us
lot of fun.
again, Ryan.
Yeah,
And thank you everyone else.
Anytime.
And thank you everyone else for listening.
Yes.
We come out with new episodes every Sunday at 8 a.m. They release, and you can catch us at Nerd.get1 on Twitter, and then Nerd.get podcast on YouTube. Well, no, on YouTube it's just Nerd.get,
Yeah.
but on Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify it's Nerd.get podcast. And then I'm on Twitter at Koshposh and Twitch at Koshposh.
I still don't have any social media.
So if you want to hang out with Vikas and Ryan, just come hang out with us, and then
Yeah,
I guess
you,
so.
you
Yeah,
could
that
meet
works.
them.
Well, I mean, I guess I do have a Twitch. Is Urzu7.
Oh yeah, his Twitch is Urzu7. Yeah.
Well, I haven't I haven't live streamed in a
Yeah,
while.
and the YouTube is VG Replay, right? You
Yeah,
live
it's under.
stream on there.
Yeah, it's still under my username. So it's Urzu. You can just search for Urzu7.
Oh
probably.
yeah, it'll come
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. Urzu07
Yeah.
with the 0 in front of it. I think that's pretty much Yeah, that'd be it.
All right,
And then
yeah.
I have Facebook, Ryan
Yeah,
Feller.
Facebook. And then
There's
he's
not a
got-
lot of fellers, so
Yeah, and then he's got his your gamer tags.
yeah. Drunk
guess.
Ninja 2009 for Xbox, Drunk Ninja 2011 for PlayStation. So
All right.
I'll try and get a Twitch count.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
or
think you would
something,
be
or
a very good. I think
Twitter.
you would be good at like for you because you rage so much.
Yes.
Like I sometimes I'll go to Ryan's place and I'll just like be chilling and he'd be playing, and his rage is freaking hilarious. So I
Yes.
think that alone would bring in some pretty good views.
Yeah.
Just you raging. Like you wouldn't even need a
Lord.
camera. Just all you need is the headset mic, and you can just rage.
I'm a pretty calm guy too, but
Yeah.
sometimes, some game like Fall Guys.
yeah.
Fall Guys. Oh my.
Fall Guys.
Fall
That
Guys
was
brings
me
out
into
everyone.
Tourette's
Yeah.
and
I would
Call of Duty, of course.
Yeah. all the Destiny.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't played Destiny in a while, but
I
still.
haven't either. All right. Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. I said listening this time.
Yes.
We'll catch you next week.
Try to catch yourself again.
yeah.
And watching.
Yeah, because I stopped because I was trying to catch myself, but I
Yeah.
said listening.
Yeah.
So, the surprise.
Thanks for having me on again.
Yeah, no
It was
problem.
a lot
Thanks
of
for
fun.
coming on, Ryan.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.